What's going on, boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, collectors, collectors? What's going on? Man, how's y'all Saturday going? Cat Gemini. Uh, man, it has been a Saturday. It has been a Saturday. I'm beyond tired. Don't keep the show kind of light. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully about that 60 to 90 minute mark. Have a good time, man. Shoot the shit, talk about whatever, man. Whatever you guys want to talk about, man. Just kind of keep it light. Promise you guys, you're gonna have the show more prepared in the near future. For the month is that's the goal. And I've been working on a bunch of uh working on a bunch of Pokemon and thumbnails, overlays, unboxing, reviews, um, intros, outros. Just been working on a bunch of that stuff today. And then uh, next week I gotta work on this show stuff, intros, outros, all that stuff. Trying to get everything right, keep it going. Definitely want to kind of keep it light because gotta go in early, like real super early on Sundays for overtime. That's what's on Saturday. So y'all might be kind of like over here. I kind of let everybody else drive a little bit more today, but really just due to that. And yeah, man, yeah, that's really it, man. What's going on, nice guy? What's going on, man? Yo, what's up, Tony? J Rob, what's good? Critical Mass, what's up, man? What's up? Not too much, man. Like I said, just keeping it light. I am beyond tired, and yeah, I am beyond tired. Is all I can say. I'm actually gonna try and what's going on, Rod Stealth? I seen you won something from Sideshow. Didn't you win the Ultron or something like that from Sideshow? What's going on, John? Yeah, you won. It was like the Ultron with the Iron Man. I don't know, Mark 7 or something. I can't even remember what the heck it was, but it's like something from Hot Toys, I think. What's going on, Brenton?
How's it going? Did you do some rearranging in the back? I feel like that scarecrow got closer to the ladies.
Nah, man. I'm trying to get everything right for these art prints. Prints. Yeah, art prints are coming in, so I'm trying to get everything right,
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, it's cool though.
Do you
It's a
love
it
art prints?
Cash. You need you need some statues behind you. Hey man, the way I'm positioned, unfortunately, it'll never really be a lot in the back just due to the angle, really. So I mean, what you see, the only thing else that will actually go up is 3 art prints. Even if you come on this side for yeah, you'll be able to see 5 art prints and another 3, 4 statues. As far as in the camera view, that's not everything, but just in the camera view, anyways. So to say, I could be wrong, but like right here where my head is at, I got this like idea for like Harley, Catwoman, and Poison Ivy, like right here. But it's not. I don't even know what it would be like A3 or whatever they would call it. Basically, like an 8x11, or it would have to be something very small. But I got an idea. The art isn't the problem. The problem is when it goes, it gets framed. Is what I think the problem is going to end up being. What's up, Fatal?
But there we go.
I was like, all right.
No, he's robotic tonight. He's not even a real person.
I know. Man, it's been a while.
AI.
It's the first time I've been online, I think, since this year. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Yeah.
Had
Dude,
a
you
rough-
know, I was watching the weather or something, and I had seen, there's like a river, or I'm assuming it's a river in Chicago. the river had like ice glaciers or something, whatever you want to call it, like the freaking Titanic or something. That was crazy.
We do have some. Yeah, we have a river downtown. We have a river.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, isn't
Jesus.
there a river right by Soldier Field?
Downtown, Chicago, we got a river.
Soldier Field.
Yeah, then we got a river walk. That's a little bit further away from Soldier Field. Soldier Field is a Lake Michigan, and that's along what they call Lakeshore Drive.
Damn.
Yeah.
So Chicago's the one where they turned the lake green, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
I see people in the chat. J. Rob, what's going on, man?
I bet the fish are like, what's going on? Once a year they get all like, and they forget like Dory, man.
It's a dot he put in there, you know. Yeah. Definitely don't want to be drinking that.
Yeah, man, no worries.
Yeah, man. I had a rough start, man. I had a pipe bust in the basement. Well, upstairs, and water came down to the basement. And when I ran downstairs, it came down on my head like Niagara Falls. Felt like I was drowning. And I ran to the front of the house and turned the valve off. And we were without water for 6 days. Yeah. Then my grandmother went to the hospital.
What is going on?
This thing is tripping. Wow. I don't know what's going on with my machine here. It's trying to turn me into an alien. No,
AI.
my grandma
Waterlogged.
She went into the hospital. She was in there for 2 weeks. She just came home yesterday.
It's good she came home.
She celebrated her birthday in the hospital, but 85 years old.
Oh, wow.
So I'm glad she's still kicking with us, man. I want her to get to 100, a minimum.
For sure.
So.
Nah, for sure. It looks like Piggy had that same issue, flooding and all that in the house. Like, crazy.
Yeah, man. This time of the year, man, when those pipe busts.
Yeah, I got stuck so much in the snow. We had 2 blizzards, and then we had a snow squabble. I'd never heard of that before, but I was like, oh wow. So it was a lot, man. PCS alien.
Oh yeah. That's funny, man.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know if you guys have seen these. I'll pull them up real quick. Somebody shared these in one of the groups here. And do you guys wish we kind of just got, like, I know they Sideshow as their like penguin, and then Prime 1 has their penguin. But do you guys wish we just got more characters like without the hassle, even if they are the same characters such as Batgirl, but just like they just came out a lot more quicker, you know what I mean?
You know what?
Can you rephrase that? I'm not sure what you're asking.
Like, it seems like the smaller the scale, the quicker and more characters we get. Like, you might get like 5 Aquaman, but you're gonna at least get 1 penguin in there. And I just feel like the smaller the scale, the more they are to just give it to the fans, you know? Yeah, 100%. Versus the bigger you go, it's like, hey, I don't know if you're gonna buy that. You know what I mean?
It's easier to do, like, especially like with these are Tweeterhead, I think, right? Are these Tweeterhead?
All of them are, yeah. All of them.
Yeah, I would say this scale is easier. These are 1/5 scale, I believe. But
yeah,
I don't know, man. They've been making a lot of characters over and over. We got enough of certain characters. I like the newer stuff that they haven't done yet. That's what I'm looking forward to. Penguin, they hit us hard though, last year. So it's time for like Riddler and Clayface, things of that nature. We got enough. I mean, I guess you can say Batman, it'll never be enough, but it is. And Batman is my favorite character. So you got to surround them. Like some of these, when you're collecting and you want to do the whole line of that genre, sometimes they drag their feet. Then you like, man, I wish they would have did this
Yeah.
to finish off that line. So
Hey, what's going on, Made in Mike? Appreciate it. He just got his penguin in too. Seems like a lot of people getting theirs in. I actually got my last payment on the 15th, so I probably won't get mine till like the 20th or something. Which I'm cool. It's whatever.
yeah, I got mine the collector's on. I paid it off.
Fatal, where is my gift card?
Who? Hey man,
Wait, what?
I'll tell you.
Oh man.
I tell you, man, this guy hung me down like a crackhead, man.
Nightwing.
Got any more of them gift card?
I definitely would like the Nightwing.
Check on that tonight.
Honestly, I don't even care if they go real deep. I guess I could say that. I just don't know if I care anymore. I feel like the hassle of pleading is just I'm defeated. I guess
Well,
I just
all
feel
money
defeated.
related, right? I feel, well, in my opinion, I would say that it costs them more to make something larger that doesn't sell. So if you're gonna make a quarter scale or larger, it's gonna have to be popular characters.
Yeah.
Because you can't have things just sitting in your warehouse taking up tons of space, and all the costs involved in making a statue.
Yeah, I agree to that. And I think to kind of minimize that is like those niche characters. Just make a smaller ES. Try to do your best to make it as cost efficient as possible. Because they, with some characters, like if they're dropping a Darth Vader mythos, they're gonna make their money back somewhere, somehow, because that one had almost 12,000 total, and it's on wait list for both versions. So they're gonna make their money back somewhere. But I do think they owe it to fans for some of those niche characters to come out with the statues and just keep the ES around that 200. Like with this green ivy I got, what they had, what was it, 250?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
that went on wait list within maybe a week.
Yeah,
I'm glad I got it.
What if they did do this? So you use your popular characters to fund your niche characters. Would that make people upset though? They're like, okay, I collect whatever popular character, but his ES is like 3,000, and it's going to fund this other character that I don't collect. Because then it seems like a lose-lose for companies, because then if they raise the ES for those, people are complaining, oh, ES is too high, I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah. I would, going back to use that mythos Darth Vader. So what if you have like, for those people who like that small ES, what if you have like a AP, or simply somebody signs it or something, right? A popular artist signs it, and then you have, okay, we're only gonna have we got the exclusive, the regular, but then we have a signed version that's only 150 in the world, and then that person can get that feeling that they got something very special. The thing about the thing about that, nobody's really looking at that mythos as a crowdfunder for something else. It just they just dropped simultaneously. Star Wars fans, they gonna collect. They gonna collect everything Star Wars. And they're a little different, Same thing with like some anime fans, right?
Yeah.
They don't really sell a lot of anime stuff though. They don't make a lot of anime stuff, and I'm talking specifically Sideshow. And then they can satisfy a little bit of everybody. I don't know, I would love to have like signed versions of like when they come out with, say, the Rosario Dawson's version of Ahsoka, right? What if she signed 50 of those or 100 of those? I guarantee you that'll do well.
You think that would boost the sales? Like that people would want that more? Like they would value a signature?
I think so. The signature series. Yeah. Man, look, I wait in line. I see people waiting in line at cons 3 and 4 hours to get a signature, and paying $250 just for the signature.
Like the Clint Eastwood line that they did.
That's what I was gonna say. It got to depend on who the city. If it's Clint Eastwood, I could see people.
Like, yeah, you get one of those Clint Eastwood statues and it's signed by him. That
Yeah.
that feels like it'd be something special. But I know that there's other people out there that they don't care about signatures. But I think it's probably more people would be interested in a signature than not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like signatures. I got Chris Evans on a Captain America shield. That's a great piece to have. I actually got Rosario Dawson on a metal plate to go in front of my Ahsoka. I got 2 metal plates, one for my hot toy, one for my sideshow piece, and it looks really neat.
Yeah, that's crazy. Critical Mass says I've waited in line for 3 hours for a signature.
I'm gonna show you.
I'm not.
Right.
He's not waiting in line.
This is my signature series, and like this is the guy who plays One Punch Man, right? And then I got it. I even got who is this? JSA, the voice for Gambit. You know, with the X-Men, the guy who played Predator in one of the movies. Cal Dodd, who the voice for Wolverine on the cartoon. Like those make my pieces takes it to another level in my opinion. The actor for RoboCop.
That's a good one, Peter Weller.
Peter Weller. Yeah.
That would be a good one.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Definitely a good one. Definitely a good one.
Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox.
Nice.
For my DeLorean. To me, this takes things to another level. Shameik Moore, the voice of Miles Morales.
How are you getting these? Are these like plaques at the?
No, I met a guy on Etsy, and I get the plaques specifically from him.
And then you go to the con.
Yeah, so he mails them to me, and then I take them to the con with me. Very small, put them in my backpack, and if you do VIP, you cut in the line, costs more, and I regret not getting it. I pay about $300 extra for a VIP, but man, you're literally like 5 minutes each person.
I gotta go get to Chicago this year.
We got C2E2 coming in April, man, late March,
April,
early April. Yeah, C2E2.
How much is that?
For a 3-day pass, about $115, maybe $120 with the tax and everything for 3 days.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, man, it's fun, dude. Usually on the 3rd day for the last 3 years, with my fellow colleagues at work, we've been taking 30 kids. That's really rough. Gotta keep up with.
So I gotta go on the 3rd day is what I'm basically here.
I do want to be one of the kids.
Hey man, I'll be a kid for a day.
Yeah. So the kids cost about $15 or so.
Shoot, man, these kids nowadays they taller than me, man. I'm only 5'6", bro.
Yeah, man. So we
leave me alone, bro.
Cosplay and everything, But yeah, man. I think I love autographs, so that's my vision for my collection. I've been putting it together, and have those plaques in front of it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Tony says nice signatures.
Appreciate it, man.
Heck yeah. Oh, you know what? A signature I didn't see was Rosario Dawson, Fatal, the Collector. I didn't see a Rosario.
That's because she's upstairs. Yeah.
Wow.
He sleeps with that under his pillow.
Signatures. And you've seen I had the picture with her as well.
Did you get the sideshow Ahsoka by chance?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah,
PF?
Yeah, and I have the signature for that. Yeah, on that plaque. So those
What do
are.
you think of that portrait?
Amazing.
Did Sideshow nail that Ahsoka portrait? Does it look like?
I think they did a really good job. I like it. You know,
Yeah.
a very beautiful, sweet woman, man. I can tell you that. True. I took a picture with her. We look like a couple, man. I was proud of that picture.
He has that framed hanging in his bedroom.
Man, I was proud of that picture. Man.
Yes, Fatal's wife. Oh, he won't be making another show again.
Hey, man, so my wife better
He's in the
go.
doghouse after this.
Hey, look, Rosario Dawson got enough money to pay off our house, and I be like, "Hey, I'm gone, man. I'm with Rosario." And it's funny because me and her, Rosario is like maybe 20 days older than me. So I got Emily Swallow. I like the way she did this. She took her time with it. She wrote "This Is the Way." And
Oh,
she
that's
did
awesome.
2 different colors. Yeah, she
What a
was
last
really,
name.
really sweet.
Wow.
You said nice last name. Did you say that?
I said, what a last name.
Bo-Katan. You know, when I was getting these, man, look, since you went there, Brenton,
Oh boy.
just think
boy.
about this, man. These 2 actresses from The Mandalorian, right? Katie Sackhoff and Emily Swallow.
So now we know how they do their casting.
I didn't say anything bad. I'm just reading their names. You do what you want to do.
There's a thread here. I see a through line with their casting.
Wow.
Katie Sackhoff and Emily Swallow. You do what you want to do with that.
We got a 2-part question. Oh boy. First question for Fatal. Fatal, are you getting the Prime 1 Batman versus Superman Dio?
Oh man. It's I think it's kind of low stock. I like it. Oh, the Batman versus Superman? Oh yeah. I already ordered. Yeah. I was thinking Joker. Yeah, I'm getting that. Yeah.
And then the second part is Brenton, what direction are you going with your collection?
Well, I think I've started getting more Daredevil stuff now, so I feel I'm at a good spot with the Hulk stuff, and I just moved it all to this wall. And for the piece behind me, gonna fill it up with more Daredevil stuff. I actually bought Bo and Bullseye, so he should be arriving hopefully this week.
Oh, cool.
So I can finally have a Bullseye in the collection, so that's a character that gets no love.
What?
Have you
Ain't it
ever
a pastor, man? Come on.
swallowed up? Hey man, you ever seen that meme they did? That meme video where the but Scooby Doo and the crew catch him?
Nah, I don't know.
Man, dude, if you found that on YouTube, man, dude, it is ridiculous, bro.
Oh man,
it's just so wrong.
Oh, any chance of PCS Daredevil then, Brenton?
You know, I spent like days, 3-4 days thinking about this, and my initial reaction to it was, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it for some reason. It's just like one of those statues where it's hard to put a finger on it. I don't know if that ever happens to you, but it just doesn't have, I don't know, you're just not wowed by it, or you're like, I need this in my collection when you see it. Like you just don't get that knee-jerk reaction. And that's kind of where I was with this. And then I was like, well, maybe it'll grow on me after time. And I was looking at it for like 3 or 4 days. And, you know, it's big, it's expensive, and I think I'm just going to pass on it.
Really? I was trying to pull it up here.
A third scale Daredevil for me don't even make sense. I mean,
what's up, man?
I don't know. Because I got that Iron Studios one when he's come out the window pane. I think that's all I ever need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that.
No, I mean, I can see it.
Angels on it. I just don't know if a third scale. And it's one flaw in this statue. This is awesome.
Oh boy.
But those shoulder seams are.
Oh, sorry. What? The shoulder seams. Now for you, is it both right and left?
It's both. I mean, I don't know if they could have did a better job at hiding it. Like if they could have made the line look like it was part of the costume to kind of cover the line. But the seam, I mean, if they
Yeah.
would have made it look like the line was a part of the costume where it kind of just like went over the actual seam and it looked like it was stitched into the costume, it would have been probably better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it comes to third scale, do you feel like you really have to love something to get it in third scale, knowing that sucker's probably going to be huge?
Yeah, I think it's look good.
So Terry,
Yeah, so that's what, like, I don't want to say that this is not good or poor or not well done in any way. It's just, for whatever reason, it didn't click with me. And that it doesn't mean it's a bad statue, you know. So there's that separation there that you want to make sure that just because it doesn't work for you in some way doesn't mean it's not good.
Mhm.
what's up, Doreen?
Yeah, it is a good statue, but like you said, third scale, do you really have to love that character to go with that? And I think that's a case by case. That's a case by case decision. Like, I got the third
1,500.
scale. Like just think about the Dark Knight Metal line. That was in third scale. Do I say I love those characters? I can't say that because I didn't grow up with those characters. But I love the line. You know, and that was the
Yeah.
only scale that they're really out there. So like, you know, Batman Who Laughs, the Grim Knight, those characters look great. The Murder Machine, the third scale. But do I want it? Yeah, because the line.
Yeah, and I would say, what has it been, like 4 or 5 years since Sideshow did the Daniel Bell Daredevil? Like, that was one of his earliest Sideshow pieces. I would think that maybe it's time for Sideshow to try another quarter scale.
Yeah. Hey, Cenobites, I see that question. Devastator. I missed out on the pre-order, so I'm waiting on people when it starts shipping to pull back on it, and then I want to grab it. I do. Yeah. I made a mistake and I did that with the Catwoman too, man. The Blitzway Michelle Pfeiffer. I messed up. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it. Same thing with a couple pieces, man. That's why, you know, pre-ordering versus waiting for it to come out. Sometimes you can't do that because I missed out on PCS, that Carl Weathers Apollo Creed.
Oh, it's gonna be tough now.
Yeah,
No,
and I had it in my cart.
think.
I had it in my cart in the past,
Yeah.
and PCS had one come up for sale, but I didn't want to spend $2,400. This was actually yesterday they had it, and today it was gone. But I didn't want to spend $2,400 right out the gate.
Yeah.
You know, these are mortgage payments.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. I actually contacted them. I said, "Can you send me like an invoice and let me make 4 payments?" And they said, actually, next month they're supposed to be setting that up on the website where if in stock stuff you can make payments.
Okay.
From
But,
from
it's
who?
not at PCS. So
Oh,
if
okay.
it's pre-order, you can set up like 7 payments. But if it's
Yeah.
in stock, you got to buy it outright. And I'm a payment plan type of dude. I like payment plans, man.
Well, that's smart though, because Sideshow offers that a lot of the time, where they'll have that layaway option for
Yeah.
in-stock items. I mean, granted, your payments aren't very long for the majority. I think they usually allow like 2 or 3 payments for an item. So depending on what you buy, it could be a heavy chunk for those 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, that's set sold, Rashid. Because if you put it in your cart and try to check out, it says the inventory level for the following below is
Oh, you talking about the double pack where you can get the America's
yeah.
outfit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The likeness on the American outfit is not as good as the boxing pose.
Right. Nah, Buck is probably working. Danny is being a GQ man, and Keesus is being Keesus. So I don't know. Maybe the last three will join. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hey,
I will
Carl
say-
Weathers was ripped though, man. That dude was in that time. You know, he had, to me, that was the type of physique that I would like to have. Like some people's physiques was like too crazy.
Wow.
That dude physique was amazing. Like, and it's crazy that he dies from cancer.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
I mean, 77. I think he is. That's a pretty solid length of life. But
Yeah.
you know, my grandmother's 85. She ain't never worked out a day in her life. You know what I mean? So some people, you know, they live for a long time. You know,
It's just your fate. I guess when your
Yeah.
time's up.
Yeah. I mean, life can be crazy. I mean, you know, you could have the pastor going at 57, and you could have Charles Manson going at 83. Just how it is, you know, just how it is sometimes. Yeah,
I
he
would
does
say,
have a
though,
real job.
I don't think Fatal should worry about not pre-ordering some of those statues. I think you'll definitely be able to find everything you're looking for. It may just take some time, but yeah, I know you're not going to get it right this second, but that stuff will come up. That Blitzway Catwoman, that'll be there. You know, there's people that are going to start selling that at some point.
Yeah.
well, probably when the Dark Side one come out, but that one didn't look that too good with the first pictures. Production. Yeah.
Fatal. Okay. Question: do you still get FOMO?
Sometime, man. Yeah.
Really?
Hey, but real quick though, Cash, this for you. In regard to, Carl Weathers,
Yeah.
that's something else. The afterworld. A world of never ending happiness. You can always see the sun, day or night. So when you call up that shrink in Beverly Hills, you know the one, doctor, everything gonna be all right.
This guy.
Yeah.
Hey
A little
man.
Prince on your show, man. Michael Jackson guy.
Wow.
Cash, you brought up a good point though. Do you think your FOMO is kind of like a sliding scale? Like,
This dude.
Bretton, like, get back on it.
Yeah.
Hey man, there should be no Prince ever on this channel.
yeah. I had enough of your Prince quotes. Now I'm
Yeah.
here to talk statues. Not...
Don't care about Michael Jackson either.
No. FOMO,
Oh
FOMO
my
is
God.
real. FOMO is real, man. FOMO is real.
You
I
get
sold
a
my
woo, you
Catwoman.
get a wee.
Look, I sold my Catwoman on Pod from Queen Studios, right? And I agreed to sell it pre-order, and I had paid off, and then start shipping, and I started seeing it in hand. And then me and Art Statue Collector talked. He said, "Why would you do that?" He said, "You should have seen this in person before you made that decision, man." And then the FOMO was like, I might never ever be able to get hold of this again, and it's probably gonna be the best Anne Hathaway Catwoman ever made, the one on bike. And I'm like, oh God. But I do think it's a possibility I can get it. But you go on eBay and they're selling it for $5,600 shipped. And I'm like, oh, that's the FOMO. Are people gonna sell these things for astronomical aftermarket prices?
Damn.
That's the FOMO.
Well, on eBay, sometimes, like, I swear they just put stuff on there to see if they can get it. They're just trying to catch somebody desperate. That's what they're doing. They're fishing for those desperate people.
Hey, it's like that commercial. Should have been quicker than that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nah, the reason why I was really asking you about the FOMO was because if you look behind Brenton, everything he has is long sold out, but he was able to get it. So it kind of just makes me feel like, does FOMO even really exist? If you can still get it down the line, obviously you may pay a premium or something, but like, why rush? Why does the edition size matter or FOMO matter if I can still always get it later?
How later though? Like, cause
well, using Britain for the example, later, but he wasn't looking for it. He just, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it's been time, but he, you know.
You can find deals too, like ridiculous deals if you are patient. You know, everyone always says patience, and I know it's probably like the hardest thing as a collector to be patient for stuff because you want it. You want it now. You want it in your collection.
Yeah.
But if you do wait and you have the money ready when it pops up, you can find some great deals.
Yeah. But like Superman Hush, for instance, right? I didn't have FOMO on that one because at the time I wasn't paying much attention to it. To that type that I wasn't really collecting Prime 1 at the time. And then you're like, dang, that thing was only $1,000. Are you kidding me? And then I see BSC get one for 1,500 ship, and then I see Todd has one for 3,800.
Somebody bought that, I saw.
I don't know why, but and that's no stab at Todd.
No, I mean,
I
like
this is
fact, but 3,800.
This is crazy. This is imperative. Having the money is key.
Yeah, you gotta have it locked and loaded.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And don't jump out there and say, "Hey, I'm looking for this," and when you're actually not ready to do it.
Yeah.
Somebody will come knocking. They will come knocking on your door and say, "I got it."
Jesus, I've done that too many times.
Yeah.
Don't ever post be like, "I'm looking for this" if you can't do it.
You know, use a football analogy. Whenever I say I'm looking for something, it's like the Cowboys saying they're going to win the Super Bowl, right? Like, I'm just talking to talk. I'm not trying to buy it, your shit, man. Just talking.
You're like, when the time comes, I'm going to choke.
FOMO can cause you to do a lot of crazy things. It got me in trouble. I was looking to complete the Prime 1 Studios Justice League line from the Zack Snyder movies. And that Wonder Woman had been sold out. And some guy approached me because I was looking for it on that Facebook Marketplace, and the guy reached out to me. Man, everything seemed legit, and I guess I was a little experienced, so I sent him the money through a means that looked like a bank type thing, and I got robbed. Yeah, I lost $1,500, and I even reached out to that bank, and they were legit, but they was like, yeah, once you send the money, we can't get it back, type thing, and I'm like, oh man, this is terrible. And it was because of FOMO.
Yeah,
I thought
think that's
I'd never
part
be
of
able to get that piece.
You have to be aware when you put like willing to buy or you're looking for. I feel like it's also an invitation to scammers to a degree.
Yeah.
Like people start hitting you up, and you have to be real careful of it.
Yeah.
I learned from my own mistake, which makes me smart. But if I was wise, I would have learned from somebody else's mistake, and I would have did more asking before I made that type of move. And that was, a life lesson learned. So you listen to this conversation, y'all don't buy from somebody from the Philippines that look like that looks like a little kid or something. And got this sweet little picture of a grown man that looks like a man child or a child man, and he looks like a nice guy. He wouldn't do that to me. And boom, he 1,500, and he done created another damn account.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that happened to me 2 years ago, and I ended up getting hold of the piece though. Eventually, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And you learned a lesson. So
I learned a big lesson. I'll never get scammed again. And I missed out on a Superman Hush because I thought this guy was scamming. I was like,
well, see, that's okay though. Like if your gut tells you, be like, this is just weird. And even though they may not be a scammer, it's okay to pass on some of that stuff. Another one will pop up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What up?
Put their name out there, Faith. That's funny.
Yeah, you know what? I did a whole video on it, man. I put his name out there, everything, man.
He's on his 30th name anyway.
I put the video out there. Yeah. So don't get caught up, man.
Definitely don't, man. I had mentioned this earlier, but here's a good picture of of this new collectible. Anybody on the panel pick this up by chance?
I got that one coming in.
No.
Yeah. Are you into Batman at all, Brenton?
Yeah, I like Batman. I have a ton of Batman books. I probably have like almost 50 trades, somewhere around there. So I've read a lot of Batman, but it's just I can't start down that path. It's just too expensive.
So you just collect Batman books. That's about the extent of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll read stories that I think are interesting. I think the last one I read was Batman the Knight, and it was like a early Batman story that was Chip Zdarsky writing it. It was like 12 issues. And I thought it was a really good story. I really enjoyed that. So, you know, if there's something that comic-wise interests me, I may pick it up. I think I just saw there was a pulp Batman comic coming. And it's set in the early days of Batman, like in the 40s.
Wow.
I forget who's writing that. Oh, Dan Jurgens. That's right. And that actually sounds really interesting, where Batman's trying to solve this crime. And it's definitely, the aesthetic is more like old, pulpy kind of look.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. Cool. That Penguin looks really good. Yeah, man. Penguin looks really good. I'm surprised it took so long for them to make one, but I'm actually really happy with it. Like I said, I got my last payment on the 15th, and then it should be here like a week later. But can't wait for this.
Is that mixed media?
It is.
I like
it.
that.
It is mixed media. Yeah.
I like
Is
that.
it just the jacket or the pants too?
It looked like the jacket.
I'm gonna see if I can pull up the video that they did for it. If I can.
I
saw some pictures that look like all the clothes are sculpted except for his coat.
Yeah, man. For me, Penguin was one of those day ones.
Matt's got a question.
What?
I know, I'm trying to see if I can find the. Oh, here it goes.
You sent Cash a Facebook message.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah.
It always happens. At least
Oh, you got the realm? You got the thing? I missed the first what I missed at the beginning.
Not much.
Am I muted? Oh, all right. I don't know how to-
You missed the part where they was saying, was I going to leave my wife for Rosario Dawson? And I said, Rosario Dawson going to have to pay my house off, and then I'm gone with her. And I can tell my wife, you can have it.
Rosario Dawson?
Yeah.
What about Tandy Newton and what's the name? Gamora?
Tandy Newton is a little bit too skinny.
Saldana.
Zoe's out. Yeah, so those three.
Zoe is. They all look like they could be sisters.
Exactly. They don't. Well,
yeah. They all look like they mixed with the same three things.
Rosario look. She got. I think
she got Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
maybe black and something else.
Yeah,
I think
but
all
and yeah, they do look alike.
Yeah, they all pretty, but Tandy a little bit skinny. Rosario is just, she perfection. I seen her in real life. She's about 5'7" and just all pretty from head to toe. Toenails look pretty.
She was taller than 5'7".
Well, I mean, I'm on the picture with her, so I'm taller than her. I know that. These actresses be lying though, and when they're lean,
100%.
When you're lean on TV though, you look taller.
Yes.
And Rosario don't have an ounce of body fat on her. Like for her age, at 44 years old, she's yeah, she built like she's still in her 20s. Keep herself together, man.
Here's some penguin skulls, man. Some penguin skulls. I think they did a great job.
What scale is this? This quarter scale?
Quarter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fatal, you said you got this coming in?
Yeah, man. This was a day one. I got it at Collector's Zone. Because he
So,
gets smaller stock, so I go with him though.
so Brenton was at Cash. You asked Brenton about Batman. Well, Brenton, do you have any? Do you need to go down the line, or do you just would like just some representation? I mean, obviously, Fatal's doing a line, right? He's got multiple characters or whatever.
Yeah, I think
Do
it comes
you
back
feel
to
you
that
need to go down the line?
that question of, do you need representation? Like, yeah, I feel like I just don't need any representation for me personally. Like, I don't need to represent everything I like in a statue form. Is kind of where I'm at. Like, I have
Gotcha.
2 areas that I do want to have representation in statues, but there's a lot that I love that I just don't need it. And, you know, I'm okay with that. And I just do this where I appreciate other collectors getting cool stuff in.
So I guess my question is, if you say you like a piece and you want to get that piece, and would you get that piece, or would you feel if you got that piece, you would have to do the line, or you'd have to do more of stuff related to that piece? Like, say, if you got Daredevil, would you need to get Elektra? Would you need to get Kingpin? Would you need to get Bullseye? Would you need to get, you know what I'm saying?
I am going down that path, so yes for those. But as for like a other random thing, no. I just like I think that Sideshow Ghost Rider is really cool. Like I think that looks like an awesome statue, but I don't need it. Even if just as a one-off, I would.
Who do you pair with Ghost Rider? Ghost Rider is an independent character, right? I mean, you got Cosmic Ghost Rider, but that's not.
I could see him with street level characters. Like, it's not, you know, you could use him with a Blade though, where he's like part of the Midnight Suns. You know, that's another option to go with.
Yeah, I would put Ghost Rider with Daredevil for some reason. I just feel like if I would have it in the section, I would put him over there.
I mean, I could see him with like Punisher and Ghost and like Daredevil and, you know, some more of those darker street
Iron
characters.
Fist and Luke Cage, maybe.
Yeah, I just got that Iron Fist in. I just got that one.
What, XM or is it a different one?
XM from I got it from Cosmic Chase, and I got it for like $700 ship. Brand new.
Oh,
yeah, like 7 something ship. And I got what else did I get in with that one? Oh, Beta Ray Bill.
Nice.
So Beta Ray Bill will be going next to my Thanos. I mean, I'm sorry, Thor, Breaker of Brimstone. I've been waiting on that combo for a minute. I'm surprised you're selling Thor, man.
There's no I haven't seen any other Iron Fist besides XM. Are there others out there?
I ain't never seen one. Probably a custom, but
I haven't even seen any customs.
There's definitely customs.
I'm pick up that Black Bolt as well.
XM Black Bolt.
Black Bolt.
Yeah.
And what Lockjaw they got as well, something like that.
I ain't that Lockjaw Medusa. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Me personally, that don't speak to me. But that Black Bolt is really nice.
Yeah. There's a lot of older characters that I like. Damn it! I know you're talking about. I just God, I know you're talking about Britain.
Yeah, I forget his name when they like, changed to have like more.
He was in the TV show. He was in the TV show.
Yeah, the
TV show.
The Ghost Rider who drives the car.
Yeah,
there was a Ghost Rider TV show.
No, he was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm pretty sure it was. You know, remember that on ABC or whatever with Coulson and.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, me either. But I heard he showed up on there.
There goes Robbie Reyes. Yeah.
So there's actually a new Ghost Rider showed up in the current Incredible Hulk comics, and he is like a World War II Ghost Rider that protects this little boy, and he rides this, motorcycle with like a sidecar and stuff, and he shoots like this Tommy gun. It's pretty cool, and he has like the old war caps.
Wow. Damn, that's crazy. I don't think people will ever get past the classic Ghost Rider. I think you just gotta be a huge Ghost Rider fan to like Robbie Reyes. I just don't think from a statue representation they'll ever get as much love.
Probably not.
Definitely
Motorcycle.
Not. Yeah, man. What about you, Matt? What's new, man? What's new in Matt's world?
Really?
What? Is that a TV show or something?
My Ravens lost.
Oh.
Oh, what Ravens?
Man.
No,
I mean, what Ravens?
Here.
We got to take 5 minutes. And
What do you think about this? As a
oh wow, Hawk and that's crazy.
Ghost Rider?
Yeah,
that's the new Ghost Rider that they were showing that just showed up in the Hulk book. So this just came out in January. It's actually like January 31st was the release of this one. Sweet cover though. This series has actually been really cool. So I can't complain.
Right.
So still.
Hold on. I took that back. Cash. Hold on. That one. I didn't think nobody's name. I saw that on a post.
Oh yeah, you're all good.
Bring that matchup back. Yeah, 2 minutes on my Ravens, man. I gotta.
No, go ahead. You're good.
They got outcoached. They got rope-a-doped into the old trick of letting the other team get in their head that make them lose their poise and composure. And Lamar choked. That's all there is to it. Can't not a championship team if you let that happen.
I never fought Andy Reid. Andy Reid's an amazing, excellent coach. I think he's one of the top 5 coaches of all time. Definitely has an amazing quarterback, amazing tight end over there. Their team's been together for a while, minus Tyreek Hill. Miko Hartman came back, but he didn't really do much. They didn't play their game. Throw out the refs, throw out all the superstition stuff. They didn't run the ball straight up.
It was 8. They ran the ball 8 times in the whole game. They got away from it. They basically, like I said, they got in their coaches' heads. They got in their heads. They said Lamar's such a great quarterback. Throw the ball, stand there and stay in the pocket. And they fell for it. He didn't use his legs. There was too many times when there was like 2nd and 3, 3rd and 2, and dudes running around the backfield trying to look for an open receiver instead of just getting the first down. I mean,
true.
It was just, and then the play calling. I'm like, come on, man. You know, like you said, they ran the ball 8 times. I mean, what's the sense of hiring Dalvin Cook if you're not even going to use him?
I thought that was a stupid place to even bring him on the team. I didn't even want him on the team. And then
I thought it was a good move, but use him. They didn't use him. Gus didn't touch the ball. Nothing.
You don't need Derrick Henry when you have Lamar Jackson.
No, you still got to set up that run game. No.
Yeah, you need a running back.
I'm not saying you don't need a running back. What I'm saying is I don't need Ezekiel Elliott back there when I know my quarterback can do more than my running back can do.
You don't want your quarterback taking all those hits.
Exactly.
Of course we don't. But that's him, and he didn't play his game.
Yeah, but
he didn't even play his game.
Right. It takes right. He didn't use his legs. It takes the defense. Now you got to worry about the running back and the quarterback. So it's just kind of, I don't know.
Hey, Jesse.
I thought Kansas City intentionally played dirty on the inside just to get in their heads, and they fell for it. I mean,
and then the playoffs can get away with it because they allow more. That's what Bill Belichick knew.
Yep, exactly.
Belichick is a cheater.
When you look at that play, Zay Flowers, hold on. When you look at that play with Zay Flowers, if you go back and you Google it and look at it, Snead had him on the ground, twisting his knee backwards. And that's why he hit him and he jumped up over him. If you look at it, you'll see Snead twisting it like an MMA ankle lock, and he's pulling on it. He's putting pressure on it. But that's the kind of stuff that they do, and then you jump up, and it's like the ref's going to see you hit him. But you got to know. They got to know better. They got to know better. They lost their poise.
If you look at the Chiefs' rush, like their DNs, they didn't run past Lamar. So like a lot of DNs, so when you have a quarterback that has the ability to escape and run, a lot of DNs, they try and tell them, don't run past the quarterback because then you open lanes for him to go somewhere. If you stop at where the quarterback is and then you try and condense towards him, it doesn't give him anywhere to go. And the Chiefs were doing that to Lamar, so it made him running at or escaping
there, right.
out of
but
that.
He could have drawn him in closer just to dump it, but he didn't.
Yeah, and I'm sure he missed open guys, but I felt like
he did.
That was the game plan where Lamar is more legs than arm, and if you make him throw the ball, he's not going to beat you.
He threw into triple coverage on the last play, like dude. And wait a minute, and then he had the first down check down right there in front of him, but he decided to go for the big show and threw into triple coverage.
But I will call it like I said, there was some terrible calls, and I'm not going for any team, but there was terrible calls on both sides of the ball. I think Mahomes got roughed a few times, but on the other side of the ball, there was some clear no calls on clear pass interferences. Clear, like in the end zone where you're supposed to be first down on the 1 yard line type thing. And when it's a game that close, it matters, right?
Yeah.
But if they'd have played their game, it wouldn't have been that close for you to have to rely on it. However, you don't like when you're on you throw a perfect pass and there's a clear mauling, and in this soft league, now all of a sudden we letting them get away with all that contact. So the NFL got to be more consistent with their referees, because if we're gonna have a fast-paced league, but then you're gonna put your whistle down your throat in the playoffs. It got to be consistent all the way through.
My son said he pulled up a stat about that the referee that was there said there's a lot of calls that there's a certain percentage of calls he goes against the home team on. He told me that before the game. Once he saw that guy on there, he said, yeah, there was some controversy about this guy because he usually calls against the home team. But I was like, whatever.
But the playoffs are weird though, because I don't know if they should do this where they have a referee crew and you're with this crew for 18 weeks.
Right.
And you get graded every week, like A through F. And then in the playoffs, they mix and match all the crews together with the highest graded refs. So you're working with guys you never worked with throughout the season on this crew. It's a mix mash of everybody. And it's like, is that the best way to do it? Or should you keep your crew together of these people you worked with for 18 weeks?
You should keep a crew together because they got continuity.
Right.
And then the best crew goes, not the best ref. The best crew. That's how it should be. But for officiating in sports has always been pretty bad. I mean, right now, if you kick it to the NBA, they're clearly cheating to keep the Lakers relevant. Clearly, because there was this stupid. They shot 43 free throws to Golden State 16, right. And then you get Lakers fans, and I'm not even gonna say Lakers fans because most true Lakers fans do not like LeBron. LeBron crew of fans, like he has a cult-like following, just like Beyonce does.
Points come from the free throw line.
43-16, and they win by him at the free throw line.
Right. I mean,
but pick the demo though. Well, they drive to the basket more. You're a liar. You're a liar because the Lakers are dead last in drives to the basket. They're dead last. Last in drives to the basket. So this notion that they go to the hole more is a lie. You're a liar. You're a LeBron lying fan.
Well, I don't know. There was a stat that somebody brought out. I forgot who this guy was. Well, he brought up the stats of LeBron versus Jordan, and a lot of LeBron's stats were within 3 feet of the basket.
LeBron shoots 37% outside of 3 feet. He's a 37% shooter outside.
It was the opposite with MJ.
MJ outside of 3 feet shoots 45%.
Yeah, it was like the complete opposite. So it was an interesting stat.
The problem with NBA though is that they have a history of refs cheating.
Yeah,
like I think it was that guy that got in huge trouble, the ref, when he did the finals. I think it was Sixers Lakers in the early 2000s with Allen Iverson.
Tim Donahue.
Yeah. And he said there's other people doing this. I ain't the only one now.
Yeah.
You know, like
And
y'all think I'm the only ref cheating in all the world? Come on, man. What do you think a plant is?
Oh, come on, man. Let's take
Wow.
so, I mean,
it didn't happen. It just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
It didn't happen.
So it's bad in all sports. But I can tell you this, though. The NFL is clearly the better product. They not
Come
as
on,
bad.
man. We not gonna do that Michael Jordan stuff.
But
Now.
Fatal, it also
Come on, D3.
the NFL
I ain't deal with
also
Mike. No, that's not true. Actually,
captures
see,
lot of-
D3, I'm gonna give you a school you real quick on what the Jordan rules were, because many people who don't really attentively watch basketball think the Jordan rules was that he gets all the calls. The Jordan rules were when Michael Jordan came down the lane, the Detroit Pistons was gonna force him to the other side, and if they couldn't, they was gonna knock him down physically. That was the Jordan rules. That hit Mike on purpose. They was elbowing this man, knocking him out of the sky. It was very dangerous, very dangerous. And Isaiah Thomas came out of his own mouth and said what the Jordan rules were. They would keep him out of the lane by any means necessary. Michael Jordan earned every free throw he ever shot. That dude was getting mauled.
I would say, like, I mean, Shaq went through a lot of the same stuff. It was a whole different time. I mean, everybody knew about hacking. You know, he got hammered down low
because they knew he couldn't shoot free throws. He shot 73% from 3 feet in. Yeah, but Mike wasn't shooting them kind of free throws, though. The Bulls wasn't shooting 15, 20 more free throws than their opponent ever. In any series, was the Bulls shooting 10 and 15 more free throws than their opponent. Never in the history of their run. LeBron has had teams that shot 20, 30 more free throws than the opponent. When the Bulls played with Derrick Rose at his height and the Heat played them, the Heat shot 110 free throws. The Bulls shot 90 in the series, and every game was decided by 5 points or less. Come on, man. You got to watch this stuff attentively and when they do it, because the Heat in that season wasn't even in the top 10 in free throw attempts, but in the playoffs, they were number 1.
Yeah, the Pistons were dirty with everybody.
Super.
Yeah, but Fatal, when you compare NFL to NBA, it reaches a wider audience.
Yeah,
so
but it's a better product.
Yeah, but I mean, but it's also, you have 5 players versus 11 players. I mean, you also have a wider audience, and I understand what you're saying though.
See, the thing is, when Michael Jordan was playing in the 90s, the NBA had more viewership. How does the 90s still have more viewership than right now, and everybody has a mobile device in their hand?
I think
imagine mobile devices in that era.
What were electric football players though in the 90s?
Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, Jerry Rice, Joe Montana. You had some of the most iconic players that ever lived.
Barry Sanders.
Playing.
Walter Payton was still there.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I mean, but you got to look at the way stuff is now, especially the way social media and the marketing and everything else. It was a lot different back then.
Deion Sanders,
prime time, baby. But there's a reversal.
90s defense was a lot different in football. They didn't have these rules where it was harder.
Right. That's what all sports.
So now they have more scoring, which is what they wanted because it's exciting when it's scored. So they don't want just.
So they think it's exciting, but the pure fans are kind of getting away from it. The NFL is still a little bit better defensively than the NBA. Just said we ain't even gonna play defense.
Yeah,
well, that's
right
the whole other
you'll
thing.
see 4 people standing in the lane, and they'll be looking up watching LeBron dunk.
Everybody's
back in the day,
now.
somebody would have took that charge. 130 points, and then LeBron's averaging 24 at 39 years old. Well, Mike was averaging 22 at 39 years old, but it was a higher percentage of his team scoring average because they was averaging 100 versus 130. You got teams that average 130 with a losing record in this league. That tells you the scoring is inflated. It's garbage. Yeah. If nobody's sticking defense.
But you also got the 3-point change the game as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you got more guys now. So obviously, Steph changed that because he saw how deadly it was. So a lot of guys now, they focus on the 3-point game.
Correct.
So,
but his father had a better stroke than him. Just didn't shoot it as much. Well, he only shot 3 a game. Steph shoot 15.
Because they realize how valuable that weapon is.
Yeah.
So, The strategy of the game was different when his dad was playing.
No, and I still think LeBron top 5 all time. He just ain't the GOAT. He just ain't the GOAT.
Jerry said
the man is a terrible ball handler. He has his side to side action not that great. For 6'9", 260, his post game is non-existent. He's not that great of a free throw shooter, and he gets nervous in the clutch, and he doesn't stick defense. I mean,
Jerry, TikTok.
I'm telling facts. Everybody wants to say he got the most points all time. He also got the most turnovers all time. You don't want to say nothing about that. Well, that's because he just been there long. Oh. Pick your argument. He got the most turnovers in NBA history by a large margin, and Russell Westbrook exists.
Oh boy!
And Russell Westbrook, it lives.
We'll have to circle back. I can't spend all night talking about how awesome.
Yeah, we have with my Ravens, man. I'll gun it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be
Season's over. Let it go.
Darn it.
I thought it was going to be Ravens 49ers, and 49ers going to get their leg back.
I am going to share this real quick, and I'll end it with this. Zach from Collecting Weekly, he made this thumbnail, and I thought this was very funny. My most overrated hot toys.
Man,
shout out Collecting Weekly.
Man, shout out to him, man. Shout out to him.
Oh man, what's going on, Professor Jerry? Man, that's funny, man.
Hey, what's up?
So looks like Matt had something to share.
Well, which one? You doing?
Yeah, you sent the picture.
Actor? You doing the act? The one I just sent just now, or are you doing the actor that I sent a couple days ago?
A couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna do the one today. I didn't get them from a couple days ago. That's what I can see anyway, offhand.
Scroll up in your thing.
Oh, that just the chicks.
No, I'll resend it to you.
Determination.
The GOAT.
Cash is like, I deleted that, and he keeps trying to like push on. No, not that one.
So,
you gotta know when to hope. Know when to fold them. Oh wow, this is amazing. Check this out real quick.
There was two. There was him. There was another one we had talked about playing that character. I forgot who it was.
Oh, the Batman one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still got that one. Hey, what do you guys think about that background or whatever he did to make this? That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
That is.
Castle.
That is cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's creative. I mean, that's a lot of effort to do that.
It definitely is. But this is a perfect segue. I am actually out of Motu due to space. So I do have Tweeterhead's Hordak for sale. And then I also have Tweeterhead's Merman exclusive for sale. Reason being is I'm actually getting into something different. And I need that space, need that real estate, and I need them funds to be allocated to something different. So if anybody is looking for Merman or Hordak, let me know, and I will give the best deal I possibly can give. Like, I need it moved today. I'm asking for 100. If all you got is 75, I'll take 75 type deal. All right. So not that the price is actually 100. I'm just saying.
You got the exclusive Merman, don't you?
Yeah.
I wish I would have waited. Man, I was gonna get you down there to that.
Now,
yeah.
For this
hey,
background,
man, I know you, man. We both Geminis. Let me go ahead, man. You know what I'm saying?
Is that just the playset of Castle Grayskull? Is that the right one?
That's what I was thinking. Because there's maybe.
Is this Tweeterhead?
Yeah, Tweeterhead. Well, the figure is, but not the background.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if that was the plastic toy set.
Jerry, I think he was using that as just an analogy.
Yeah, Jerry's like, I don't even like more.
I get it to 75. I heard Cash's phone go bling, bling. Jerry sent him $75 cash app.
It's like, I already sent you 75. Send me more.
Jerry's down there doing backflips. I'm flipping this. I'm flipping it.
Absolutely, Rob.
So, nah, man. That's cool.
All right. Do the whatever you want to do. Okay.
Yeah, man. No, okay. So we're just doing both to knock it out. All good, man. All good.
I
I
think
actually I have heard of people talk about it, but I think off the bat, I think the guy will be great. I would like to see Batman pick a character and run with it. I hate that there's so many different universes. I'm really not a fan of it because I think it confuses the casual collector. Um, he's been an actor for a long time. I remember seeing him in stuff that's just comical, like Blue Mountain State, and then seeing him in Reacher. I think he has the body build for it, has the physique, has the look. Honestly, I think he'd do a great job.
I think wherever you pulled this from, they misspelled his last name.
yeah, I don't know, but I pulled it from a
Scott Allen Richardson. Richardson.
I think it has one extra I in there.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I always wanted Scott Adkins to play Batman.
who's that?
The lead singer of Creed?
No, that I think it's Scott Adkins. I think that's his name. He played in
No, that's Scott Stapp.
he played in
Oh, I think it's Pearl Jam guy.
no, he played in the movie with Michael J. White when they were in the jail. That martial arts guy, he played in the movie called Ninja. Is it Scott Adkins?
Where did I see that?
Oh,
Speaking
I
of Michael
think
J.
I know what you're
White.
talking about.
Yeah,
Speaking
he looks like Ben Affleck, but he's more ripped and he's a expert. He's a black belt.
Yeah,
it's Scott
isn't he in
Adkins.
like American Ninja?
American Ninja.
Yeah.
American Ninja.
Is that what the movie's called?
Dang, that's
I remember seeing it.
Speaking of
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
Michael J. White, I saw another post. Somebody said he'd make a good Green Lantern.
I definitely think he'd make a good Green Lantern.
Yeah,
I know he's not the best actor and all that. I get that part, but I do feel like
And I think that's role to role though.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. I thought he did good at Spawn.
Yeah.
Scott Adkins was an undisputed.
And what was he did Dolomite, right? Or what was that? It was what was that movie where he played Dolomite?
No, I think Dolomite's Eddie Murphy movie,
not
right?
Dolomite. You talking about his own movie.
Yeah, what was the name of it? It was funny though. Funny as I don't know what it was. It was a comedy.
Actually, he directed it.
Oh, what was the name of it? Do you remember the name of it?
Jose says Black Dynamite. Is that it?
Black Dynamite. Yeah,
Black
thank you, Jose.
Yeah,
Black
Dynamite. That came out in 2009.
Yeah, I love
that. Was funny as hell, but that dude, he 50-some years old. He's still ripped.
Yeah.
He definitely is in great shape.
But
he was having an argument, and the argument was that he thinks in a one-on-one fight with his martial arts skills, he could beat Bruce Lee.
Absolutely. We got to stop playing this fantasy world, man. Bruce Lee was 140 pounds, man. This man weighed 225 and is a black belt. It matters. That's why they have weight classes.
Bruce Lee, they had to fast forward his kicks so you could actually see them on film. Otherwise, you couldn't see his leg move because it was so fast.
That sounds like fantasy, man. He's a human being, right? And Michael J. White been doing this since he was 11 or 12 years old. I tend to believe somebody who actually has done this for a long time, and people who got in the ring with him.
There's a history of Bruce Lee that, to teach martial arts in America, he had to fight people.
Yeah, but a guy who 5'6", 135, 140.
I think you're also looking at different styles too. So there's a thing there to be said.
If those two men got in the ring in a fight to the death, Michael J. White coming out. That's how I feel.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
one, man.
Bruce Lee,
I think it's a fantasy, man. Bone density and size matters, man. That's why I'm not fighting Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, not you could say that. You could say that, but you can ask Royce Gracie that, and it's also joint manipulation. So
yeah, but
I don't know.
A professional, you talking about two professionals versus like somebody maybe regular old street fighter dude and against a professional.
It's still a style, but my thing is it doesn't matter. You could take a street fight dude and he could take down a professional if he knows what to do, because again, it's a different style. You can joint manipulation. I don't care how big you are. It's gonna.
And that dude ain't joint manipulating athletic 6'2", 230-pound behemoth that is athletic, that can do a full split and is very agile, and 6 black belts in different styles. You know,
Hold on, real quick.
I've seen Royce Gracie fight in person, so I don't know. I took a lot of guys he took on.
This fantasy,
I said,
man.
empty your mind.
Yeah.
Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
It was at that moment I knew he would fuck Michael J. White.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You have to think that guy, Bruce Lee, you're saying he's small, but the guy had like 0% body fat. Like he was extremely low. There wasn't anything on that guy. Like he was just a machine.
Yeah. Michael J. White was sub 10 body fat too, though.
I mean, he could probably bulk
endurance
up in this day.
Yeah, like his endurance, man. I don't think he would keep up with Lee.
Michael J. White was, Bruce Lee was in some black and white films, man. We living in a fantasy world.
Man, come on, Fedor.
I'm
gonna disagree with you.
Size matters, man, when you both got skill.
That's the hatred. That's that Prince hatred.
You're not putting Floyd Mayweather.
Spider-Man beats Rhino because of his agility and speed.
Man, we talking about
because of the size.
You're not putting Floyd Mayweather in a ring with Mike Tyson ever.
That's a completely different animal, man.
It's not a completely different animal. It's two boxers in two different types.
You can put anybody in the ring with Floyd as long as he's gonna do is hit and run, turn his back and run.
But you ain't gonna be if you put him in the ring with Mike Tyson and he hits him in his forearm and shatters it, all of that all that Philly shell, whatever you're doing, it's not gonna work because I'm gonna break your forearm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crack your forearm. Keep blocking. At the end of the fight, your forearm's not gonna be able to withstand these blows. You know, so
I had something for you.
Right, put it in the chat, Cash.
What? Hey. Put it in the chat.
Jay White versus Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah. Let me do that.
Do the. We talking about like comic nerds and stuff. They're gonna pick Bruce Lee. I'm just saying what I've seen growing up in the hood, man. Some little guys getting nothing.
Hey, no, it's that kind where you hold it upside down.
Yeah, I ain't going.
You hold it and light it. Take a Coca-Cola can and bend it in half.
Yeah, I think it's high quality crack to think that a man that size beating up a skilled fighter like Michael J. White. I don't think it's just that outweighs him by 100 pounds is just as fast.
All right, we got up in the poll. Who will win? Bruce Lee, Michael J. White?
Bruce Lee. I don't really
leave
care.
It up for a little bit. Come on, Phil. Come on now.
It doesn't matter what they say.
Britain shares something. 1 second here. It says it doesn't matter what they say. Come on, man.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's all your opinions are like buttholes. Everybody got one until they get in the ring. Mike Tyson said everybody got a plan until they get hit in the mouth. Simple as that. Hilarious. You know.
Hey, it's crazy. I went to go pull up this link that Brenton sent for Bruce Lee. Man, it was so quick, my computer slowed down. Couldn't even share it real quick. Yeah, right. Man. Hold on, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you another one too, and it talks about his 1-inch punch.
Oh my god!
And the power behind it.
Yeah, that it wasn't no
Bruce Lee was fast. You guys really, really fast. How to measure it though? It seems unfair to estimate just how fast he can say run a mile because Bruce Lee doesn't need to run. With that in mind, looks at the legendary martial artist's two main forms of on-screen communication: kicking and punching.
Now pull up the Jay White article that says the same or similar.
It's crazy because I don't drink, I don't smoke. I'm about as pure as you can get from that standpoint. And my clear mind says I'd rather fight Bruce Lee in a prize fight than get in the ring with Michael J. White.
I like getting okay, hold on. If we're gonna go that way, I definitely would rather fight the bigger guy because I would feel like I could rope a dope a little
Michael J. White is fast. and big.
Bruce
Like-
Lee's a ninja.
Bruce Lee is. I'd rather fight a 140-pound dude than a 240-pound dude that can do the same stuff.
Look at that unmatched speed and look at the word impeccable precision. Impeccable.
What website is this?
They even have a Wired.
www.brucelee.com.
They even have a Wired article about the 1-inch punch, but I didn't subscribe to Wired, so I couldn't bring it up to read it.
Yeah.
www.brucelee.com. That's good.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Wait. All right. So check this out, man.
We're taking us way down different roads, man. We were talking about Batman. we were talking about the Ravens. We're talking about LeBron.
Matt's still on the Ravens.
That's right, Doc Gunner.
We was talking about
All
Michael J. White as an actor.
So
Yeah.
we
Actually, I'm the one that digressed it. So
we got
So it's your fault.
yeah, it is.
so we got the poll going. We'll leave that going for a while. But in the meantime, we do have a real question. So I'm gonna pull this up here. This is something that's crazy. Now I know what I would vote. Which of these two in a battle to the death, the fight for their respective kingdoms? We got Marvel, we got DC. All lady tribes, by the way, which is ridiculous, crazy, fierce warriors. On the top, you got Wakanda's finest. And where the hell is Wonder Woman from?
Oh,
Who
okay,
knows,
so
right?
so that wait, there's some caveats.
Yeah,
right.
No Wonder Woman.
Themyscira.
No Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah.
So you
Yeah.
gotta take because she was a special Amazon, so there's no Wonder Woman here.
Yeah.
And you and the Wakanda girls. What's their name?
The Dora Milaje.
Yeah, the Domalaje. They have all the Wakanda tech. But now the Themyscirians also have their weapons too.
The Themyscirians.
Dora
Oh,
Milaje.
man. I'm going with the Themyscirians because they do have some super agility powers. The Dora Milaje are just regular human beings.
Yeah, but they got
tech, but
they got the tech. They got the vibranium and they got the shields and they got the rhinos. Like they got horses, but the other chicks got rhinos.
them Amazons ain't no joke. They're Amazons.
So I could have sworn I didn't hear Fatal correctly.
But
The Black Panther guy is not picking.
Nah, not on this one. This
Wakanda.
dude's
he's
Amazon.
staying DC versus Marvel.
No, I'm just saying these women are like supposed to be like 6'3", crazy agility and power.
Michael J. White. Here we go again. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Be real, man.
Are you placing Buck this week or what? You know, you want to argue with everyone else.
Nah, man. The Dora Milaje ain't beating these Amazons, man.
Okay, Fatal. There's no Wonder Woman though.
Yeah,
There's no Wonder Woman.
they still ain't no
beat their ass. So
Steppenwolf. Yeah, Steppenwolf will slap the whole Dora Milaje by himself.
I don't think so.
Steppenwolf is literally like what 8 foot tall,
Hold
and
on,
he's got powers.
But
You
they're
think
more.
Dora Milaje
they're
a
more-
bunch of regular chicks? It would,
but they're trained though. They're
tech.
highly trained.
They ain't messing with Steppenwolf.
No,
J-Rob says it's a draw.
Really?
Whatchamacallit says he said hold on, just to go back to the Bruce Lee thing. He's Comic Galaxy says Bruce Lee was basically creator of MMA. That was the Gracie grandfather. He's the one that came up with the joint manipulation. It's a different type, it was a different style. It was in Brazil.
Bruce Lee is a little guy. I mean,
that wasn't an
a great
Asian
fantasy for us. He's
that
a
wasn't
great
an
fantasy
Asian, that
for us.
wasn't MMA wasn't grappling wasn't an Asian style.
Talking about
I think in
Amazonian.
Fatal's logic that LeBron is bigger than Michael, so LeBron is better.
No, because basketball is a game. Put the ball in the basket.
Oh God.
You know, that's totally different. They not fighting.
Even
You know
with
what I
LeBron
mean?
being bigger,
Look at the chat. Look at the poll.
LeBron wouldn't been able to stop Michael's fadeaway.
However, Mike wasn't little either.
Nah.
He got bigger hands than LeBron, which is a skill in basketball.
Here's a tell just about LeBron and Michael. I've never seen Michael throw his hands up in the air and flop. I just haven't.
Of course.
Nah.
This,
I never
this
saw
right
that.
here.
But I have, yeah.
I ain't never seen LeBron might get carried off with cramps.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That right there tells you a lot, though.
I'm gonna go with the ladies of Wakanda, man. I feel like I just
Amazonians.
hey man, they stood up against Thanos, man. That's all I can say. They stood up against Thanos.
Ooh,
In Endgame?
by themselves?
Not by themselves, but they were there.
They were there with a bunch of superheroes.
Yeah.
Man, Thanos would have killed all of them with. They'd have been walking up getting punched.
Well,
Like,
he
man,
just
you better
snapped
get
his
out of here.
fingers.
What's
Dora
up, my friend?
Dora Milaje. I gotta go with Fatal on this one though.
All right.
I respect the Dora Milaje. I think that they their tech gives them a huge advantage.
Yeah,
Plus,
of
if you
course.
can imagine what's going to win, a rhino versus a horse, I'm going to take a rhino. I like their shields and I like that. But Fatal said something, these are Thanaskarian Amazons. They are just like Wonder Woman, but just not. Wonder Woman is just a special one, but they're right up there with her. And they got a lot of power. They got a lot of strength. They got a lot of.
So in Fatal's mind, this is basically the Chicago Bulls without Michael Jordan. Essentially, is what I'm hearing because Wonder Woman is Jordan. He's not there. I see a little Scotty and Rodman, but there's no Jordan. So again, I'm gonna have to go with the Houston Rockets up above.
But they also have. I mean, you would
power.
have to think that they're equally
No.
trained. I think the difference, the advantage that the Dora Milaje have is their weaponry.
No special power.
So their weaponry would help them, but I don't know. The Amazons again, they're bigger.
They have to have their tech to even compete in this.
Your ancestors are all ashamed of you guys during Black History Month.
Hey man, look here. I'm sorry. This is how they came over there and got us in the first place. They sent the Amazons. No,
Oh God, this is going dark.
All right, better move on.
yeah. We should have got Black Panther out there. They should have gave them the heart-shaped herb. Stop playing.
Oh wow.
I'd have been giving them all the heart-shaped herb when I saw them Amazons coming. Hey man, y'all need to hurry up. Let's get it.
Mitchell Lawrence. That's cool, Mitchell Lawrence. That's cool.
Now we got heart-shaped herb. We talking a different story.
See,
now
there we go.
they're on that level.
Keisha says Amazonians winning. They literally were fighting Steppenwolf. Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Here we go.
absolutely.
So the Dora Milaje were fighting Thanos.
Here we go. All right.
And
let's and rhinos. Oh, okay. Wow.
Rhinos, man. Look, all you gotta do is go. Dumb rhino stops.
Well, they ain't gonna do that for them. They're gonna hit them.
At least we know
Get this quick.
Bruce Lee wins.
Yeah, they was fighting
Of
against
course.
gods. You know. It's
Trying
fun.
to show this real quick.
If you listen to Steven Seagal, Michael J. White isn't very good at martial arts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Neither is Steven Seagal.
Do you watch
almost-
those interviews where people ask him about martial artists in movies?
Yeah.
It's hilarious. I
Steven
think he hates
Seagal is
everyone.
full of crap.
There we go. Michael J. White with a whopping 15%.
Yeah. 15% of the people know that a behemoth that is athletic, that has 6 black belts. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Michael J. White. I don't think he'd get crushed or anything like that. But I definitely gotta roll with Bruce. You know what? I know it's spelled different. I know they're not related. But hey, man, you gotta take on Jet Li before you can get to Bruce Lee. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Jet
Yeah,
Li.
yeah.
What?
Yeah,
What?
Jet
He
Li.
even beat
You gotta
down
take on Jet Li before you take on Michael J. Before you take on Bruce Lee.
You couldn't beat old Riggs.
Here we go.
Riggs.
Oh, Riggs. I didn't know. I was there going, who's old Riggs? And I'm like,
He could beat
talking about Mel Gibson.
Riggs. Riggs.
Cash is like, I've seen this one movie.
Yeah, I seen one.
Jet Li.
Jet
I
Li.
know. One.
Hey.
didn't watch Jackie Chan yet, but I saw Jet Li.
Oh man.
But I like Bruce Lee, but yeah, I don't
Definitely,
think.
man.
Oh, that
Oh
was
no, I wasn't feeling no like.
No, I just don't think he can beat Michael J. White in a real fight.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
so
disagree with that one.
I was trying to keep it as short as I could this week. I was super tired. I actually really am tired, man. It's gonna be tough doing the show for the next couple of months just because it's like overtime thing I gotta do. Sunday is real early. It's like 6 a.m. So I gotta wake up at like 5 something. It's killing me, man. But oh wow, Fatal. That's
Bruce Lee's ghost.
hey, exactly. Bruce Lee's ghost, man. Bruce Lee's ghost.
Happened so fast you didn't even know.
Exactly.
Oh.
He still don't know Bruce Lee kicked him out.
Who's Scott Atkins?
Exactly. Who was Scott Atkins?
We talked about him earlier. The American Ninja guy.
Oh, right. That's right. Wow.
No.
What the hell's going on?
Thanks, Terry. That's why I brought. Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it back. I'll get it back. We'll get it on here, and
Yeah.
try to come up with some stuff every now and then.
Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely am gonna like. I made time for everything else this week, but the show. I'm trying to get everything up and running on YouTube, man. So just give me time.
Did you tell me last week
We got
to have this straightened out this month?
What'd you say?
Yeah, he did.
You said last week you told me next month I'm gonna have everything straightened out, and then it's next month and we're in the same boat.
Man, I took a little bit more time with this Pokemon stuff, just being honest, man. And I finally just got done with that. So now I'm about to put my attention on here. But yeah.
Keith was joining us from Thanaskara.
I know, man. It took a while to get back home. Had to fight a toddler. Had to negotiate with a wife. I had to do a lot of stuff, man. Like jumping through hoops.
So you're married? No.
Like, you tell us something we don't know. I mean, come on.
But
I was like an everyday life we're married. Yeah.
But I was listening to y'all ridiculous. What are y'all on today, man?
Oh, here we go.
Chicago crack.
Michael J. White losing to Bruce Lee.
Huh?
Yeah, obviously.
It's not gonna happen. Not no real fight.
Y'all picking the Georgia Melage over the Amazons? All right, man. Amazonians. I mean, whatever. Y'all just crazy today.
Makes no sense, does it?
I always argue with Fatal about the LeBron thing on Facebook though, so he already knows how I feel.
He just doing that. Yeah, that ain't real though. I know it's the paid opposite opinion. This is how ESPN stays relevant. Nobody really believes LeBron is better, but they got to pay guys to say it to keep the argument going.
I mean, I think also y'all got to realize too, like my generation, you know,
didn't see
our Michael is either Kobe or I want to say my generation more is Kobe.
Yeah.
But LeBron, you know, he was right there because he still played with, you know, the old ass Gary Payton, but he still played with, you know, the older players too, in a way.
Yeah.
And
they
still
all
did
helped him win championships.
And still did relatively successful, you know, even throughout his early years. He ain't win nothing, but
he didn't win anything.
It's just I think it's just like I think generations we got to look at it. You know, I think what I look at even with football, you know, I'm a football guy. I play college football. Like that's just me, my sport. So I think what I think as a great player, a generational player, is somebody you could put in any era. And I think for Michael, you could put him in any goddamn era and he will dominate or be as dominant as he was. I think this era he'll probably be more because there is no hand
45
checking.
a game on average.
You know, there is no hand checking. There's not much you can do. But I also think with LeBron, you could put him in that era. And let's be honest, you know, just like some basketball players back then said, there's no player like LeBron. I mean, you had Karl Malone, who was huge and strong, but he wasn't as fast as LeBron. You got people, you know,
Yeah, but
They just
don't.
They just don't match.
Yeah, LeBron wouldn't be going to the hole as freely.
I don't think he'll go to the hole as easy as he does now. No.
And when they know
But
that
I think he'll be just as dominant.
They'll put him at the line more.
I think he'll be just as dominant. There's people who play like LeBron.
But this is
back
what
then.
LeBron is missing. He's not mentally tough.
I ain't gonna say that because I've seen LeBron come back on the Warriors.
I've seen LeBron
and be
Draymond
crazy.
suspended from the finals.
I've seen him kill the Celtics. This is the thing. I've seen LeBron step into those roles
on Miami.
Look, you can call it what you want. He came back.
No, he didn't come back. He left Cleveland when the Celtics beat him, and he went to Miami.
And even with Golden State, he came back with that one. There's just some things you just some things I'm just not just like with Michael. I'm not gonna argue some things with Michael. Like I'm not gonna argue.
He literally got put out the playoffs by the Celtics and left Cleveland and joined 2 Hall of Famers.
Yeah, I think with the Golden
Celtics
State,
not bring in KD and
all of them was outside of their prime.
You forget about Kyrie.
KD was not outside his prime. There's no way. Not even Paul
when it comes
Pierce.
to Golden State.
Oh, no, you said Golden State.
Kyrie brought Golden State back, not LeBron. I mean, he brought him back against
Kyrie.
Kyrie is the reason that they
Kyrie
beat
is the
Golden
reason
State.
they beat Golden State, not because of LeBron. Kyrie went off on that game.
Look, Keeson, this is how you shut that argument down. He outplayed the other team's best player in every category, and he had to defend him the whole series. Plus, he hit an isolation crossover step back 3 to win that game, and they gave the credit for the block. LeBron is the only player who's even in this category of like all-time greats that gave up 4 Finals MVPs of the player he was responsible for guarding in the series.
Thank you.
He's given up 4 Finals MVPs to the player he was directly responsible for guarding.
Yeah,
Kawhi Leonard got a Finals MVP. KD got 2 Finals MVPs. Kevin Durant, LeBron for the win. Yeah. And even Andre Iguodala has a Finals MVP with LeBron guarding him.
But we all know Andre Iguodala should not have no goddamn Finals MVP.
He was the reason they won because he outplayed LeBron.
Something every game on him. It doesn't. Him and Draymond, they both he didn't matter.
And with that 30-something, he shot 39% from the field. He
Michael had horrible shooting days. Kobe had a horrible shooting.
No, I said he shared 39% from the field for the whole series. Jordan has no such finals where he shot under 50%.
But what I'm saying is, if you're averaging Iguodala, I don't care if he got. You can say Iguodala if you want to.
He got it.
Anybody could have got that.
LeBron was responsible for containing him. He didn't do it.
KD, when you have Steph, KD,
I
Clay,
have the tiebreaker. Wait, tiebreaker. Who is getting a PCS statue? Michael. Okay, end the conversation. Back to stat.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, also he.
Oh, that is true though. That is true.
So I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's doing a great.
He's doing, down the line.
He's doing great.
I would expect.
My thing is this:
older players first. So.
LeBron James got outplayed by Jason Terry, and he was guarding Jason Terry in that series. And in the series, Jason Terry said,
even D Wade admitted that they were supposed to be. It was split guarding on Jason Terry.
Yeah, but the thing
they said it was Jason Terry that killed him. It was what's his name?
It was Jason Terry that killed him.
JJ Barrera
more than LeBron.
Yeah, they said it was JJ Barrera who was actually going out there and killing him.
JJ Barrera
looks like an alien.
But Jason Terry on a press conference after game 2 said they're trying to put LeBron on me. He can't guard me for a series. He's gonna pay. He said that out of his mouth. 6'2", and he outplayed LeBron.
Wow.
He outplayed him, and LeBron choked. And Dwayne Wade shot 60% in that series with 27 points a game. LeBron gave you 1.8 in the fourth quarter, the whole series. He choked. LeBron has not. Michael Jordan has no such a series. And that ain't nothing but God to stop your mic. Like I said.
Look, he's trying to hotwire it right now.
I know, right?
Michael Jordan never underperformed in a series, ever.
That's right, Keesus. Tell him, Keesus. Tell him, Keesus.
Tell him.
Say it again.
Tell him. 4-6 in the
final. Keep talking,
Keesus. That bubble chip.
Even LeBron didn't want you to defend him anymore.
Yeah, LeBron has played with 6 top 75 players. His teammates have made 60 All-Stars. He's played with
Look at
first ballot Hall of Famers.
Keyson's having technical difficulties.
Hey, this is the way you win a debate when the other guy can't even get a word in.
We gotta move on over here. Come on, we got all right.
Every time we said LeBron, God shut his mic down.
Oh man.
You have no argument.
Oh man. Yeah, you still out, bro.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you right now.
Yeah.
We have thoughts of the old ways.
Oh man.
Ready to your
You know what happened?
Like brother,
You see how quick that happened? That was Bruce Lee.
He went Dante on you.
He went Dante on me.
Hey, did you know it was Brandon Lee's birthday the other day? I think February 1st was Brandon Lee's birthday.
Oh, was it real?
Jesus.
Yeah.
He lost the debate.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
He's
I want to say there was an artist
Which one?
who did
Oh
5 original arts of drawings of the Crow, and he auctioned them off on
Can y'all hear
Brandon Lee's
me?
birthday.
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yep.
God damn.
Can't see you though.
I'm over the debate, man. Y'all got it.
Coming from Bikini Bottom.
Oh god.
So how y'all been, man? Before we go, how y'all been? Fade, I haven't seen you in a while, man. You looking good,
Brother. You know, just been busy, man. Sure. You know. Hey, my
Cash,
wife
I
is
see your
increasingly mad
thoughts.
at me. She's increasingly mad at me about collecting. So I've got my UPS man's number, and I said, whenever you come to this house, call me first. I'll meet you in the alley.
That's a good question. You know, that's a good thought though. Do your significant others hate that you collect?
She's about to.
Wow. Do your
What you got
significant
coming in?
others hate
Man,
what you
I got
collect?
like Cash. I'm gonna let you. You're like I finally counted. You're like the 8th statue.
What do you mean the 8th? What does that mean? What does that mean? The 8th
8th statue coming in. That's gonna be
in what time span?
Let's say I just got 2. I got 1 coming on Wednesday.
Wow.
I still got to pick up 1.
So
and then I just got notices on 3 that are ready to be shipped. So I got to pay shipping on those.
So
and then
like,
I'm still waiting on the Anakin versus Obi-Wan diorama.
Gotta slow down.
And that's the huge one, but that's the one I'm most excited for. And then Cash, the Daredevil, once that's all worked out and done with, then that will be coming through. That's like my 7th one coming in. You don't know about none of them.
So that's your answer, Brenton. You don't know about none of them.
That's a secret. You can't do anything when they just show up.
When they show up, they show up. It's just that's it.
Don't live life like.
Hey, do you need a merman?
Guys.
Nah, I don't need no merman.
It's $75.
I'm already buying Daredevil from him.
It's $75.
Hey, if anybody wants to let me borrow $1,000, $969 even to be exact,
Fatal,
I would appreciate it.
For what statue?
No.
It's a Pokemon statue, Team
Pokemon.
You got Fatal got statue coming in every other week.
Man,
Pokemon.
look, I got
No, I'm not
statues that
supporting
I
that
had
happening.
told them not ship it yet. Wait, just hold off. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how Vito does it. To be honest with you.
Hold on to it for a couple more days.
They call you and say, "Hey, we got it ready to ship." Like, no, not yet. I ain't ready for it.
No, my wife mad right now. Don't ship it.
Oh,
Ooh,
I already got X amount this
got
month.
boat shipping.
It's not even the fact that they come to the door. She's not mad that they take up space, right? Because I only keep them in one room. She's mad because the question I get right after I get it, how much was that one? And I'm just like, oh, I don't know, I forgot.
This man collection in his bedroom, right? I know your wife hated it. She got to wake up and look at it.
I got my own room.
Damn it.
That'd be some crazy stuff right there.
Well, did you ever buy a statue, like you just paid it and then your wife's like, I want to do this now, and it costs money, and you're like, yeah, I can't do that. I just bought a statue.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah. Because it's more money, that's going to stuff that. This is a crazy hobby, man.
Yeah, this is a crazy hobby. This was time my wife wanted a purse. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll get that for you. And then I saw this statue, and I was like, I'm going to get that right there. Then I forget about the purse. And when it comes time, because, some purses are like seasonal. So when it comes time, peace out, Fatal. When it comes time to get that purse, I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
Fatal drop with a quickness.
No, he had sent the message. I
got it.
No, I've been there before. I try to make it work as best as I can, but sometimes it's tough. Honestly, I got this plan, right? And I'm actually trying to have everything paid off by the end of May, and pretty much the rest of this year from May, I basically just want to take like a hiatus from statue collecting. Now, I'll still get statues in terms of anything that hasn't shipped yet, or just is waiting on shipping or whatever. If it's doesn't release like 6 months later or whatever. But I just want to take a break and just focus on getting my books, getting my art prints, getting things like that. Just stuff that's going to be a lot cheaper. I just need the mental break and the financial break. But I feel like everything for the most part, except for the aftermarket stuff, I'm gonna have anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna have my horror stuff. I still want to get the PCS Leatherface and Ghostface, the 1/4 versions. But I'm gonna wait till I can get the reward points from Sideshow at the end of the year. Let them all collect and make a big chunk. So that'll be the only thing I'll actually buy left at the end of the year. Will be one of those two. Whichever one is low stock, that's the one I'll pick up.
This makes me think, though, do you ever feel like financial burnout in statue collecting? Like you just hit that point eventually where you're just like, I'm tired of spending so much on this. Where it sounds like, Cash, you're kind of there, and you just want to take that break and not be like shelling out hundreds of dollars all the time.
Yeah, I'm there. I mean, I get tired every time you get paid, and this has nothing to do with the amount of your check, but every time you get paid is, anywhere from $200 to $400, for one thing, not collectively one thing. Like you get tired of that. It makes you feel like, shit, it don't matter if my check is 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, like, because then you just got this thing that's just, hey, you about to get paid, right? You getting paid? Oh, you think you about to put some money in the savings? Oh, you got your car breaks down? Got some birthdays? Yeah, I need my payment now too. You know what I'm saying? You can't push him back no more. You know what I'm saying? God forbid you hit up Sideshow for any sort of assistance, like a pushback or something. They don't care if you've done $20,000 worth of business with them last year. They don't give a damn about that. So it's like, you just get tired of it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just tired at that point.
Yeah, I think sometime last year too, Cash, me and you had a talk where we were kind of just talking about because I was taking a break, especially while I was in Korea. It was easier because I was in Korea. All I could do really was watch. Even if I bought something, I wasn't gonna see it getting in. So, but that was my financial break right there. And it allowed me to catch up on a lot of things that while I was collecting, I didn't even notice. Like, not saying I was living paycheck to paycheck, still got to be financial responsible. Anyway, you look at it, this is just a hobby. So not saying that, but I was putting myself in a spot where, okay, I have enough for the statue, whatever. And then all I have is bills next and get whatever I need for the house. And I don't have nothing else. Like if my car does get into some problems or something like that, there's something outside the box that you should probably always have money for. and that year off really helped me, catch back up and get some things in order and just straighten out and kind of be more financial responsible, I guess, and learning the hobby a little bit, and I think that just comes with experience. I think Matt can talk to that more so, but it's just a learning thing, another learning process I had to do. And I think also maybe if I talked to somebody like Matt or somebody like, Darth Rashid, people who've been in this longer, they probably could have warned me or gave me some advice ahead of time. But at the same time, I think, that's part of the hobby. And the fact that I was able to make it through that.
Don't listen to Rashid. He's retired like 6 times.
I think the fact that I was able to make it through that patch of, okay, I'm going to take a break and blah, 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 and still want to collect and come back and things like that. I think that's probably the best feeling to walk out of, because I know some people who are like, we see it every day. Hey, I'm selling my whole collection. And they're just done with it. So I think that's cool. But yeah, I think Brenton, to your question, I think I did hit that wall, and I'm over it now. But yeah.
What do you mean you're over it? You mean
like
you mean
I got like
you hit the wall, but you fell back into it?
No, like I hit that wall of I was tired of spinning. Like what Cash was explaining, I was tired.
But you're back into spinning now.
I'm back into spinning because.
You got 8 coming in.
Yeah, I got 8 coming in, but that's because I managed my money.
You ran into the wall.
I managed my money well. I managed my money well now to where I am able to have 8 coming in.
He put the spare tire on.
And it's not going to hurt me.
He climbed up the wall, fell off. No, hit it.
It was like Humpty Dumpty.
Right.
I finally took the spare tire off and bought a new tire, put it on. Now I'm good.
No, and I think
but you're still rolling. You didn't stop. I mean,
hey, we like a pit crew. We like a pit crew over here, man.
Oh man.
Kyle
Hamilton.
For me, I actually hit the wall and jumped over it. So it's kind of like,
oh god. Talk about Roadrunner.
Yeah, no, it just, it all depends, everybody's different, right? And you have to, we touched on this last week about collecting. Do you collect because you like collecting, you want to have all these pieces, or do you have a vision of what you want your collection to look like? And is that your in-game thing there? You know what I mean? I'm that guy. I know I wanted my collection to look like. I got what I wanted to look like. I don't really particularly want to buy another statue or get another statue. That's not to say I won't. Okay. There may become something that comes out that I say, wow, that's so dope. I really got to have it. But good, I don't necessarily, I will value, we touched on this last week about the money aspect of it. I mean, this is an expensive hobby. And everybody's different. Everybody's financial status is different. What was I saw a thing going around, or what did the Batman collector guy say about are these statues? What do you call it?
High-end collectibles.
High-end collectibles. Everybody. It depends on people. To some people, they are. To other people, they might not be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it all depends on everybody's situation. This goes back into the question I asked you. Do you want representation, or do you need to go down and get that line? Everybody's different. But for me, like I said last week, it all depends on money. Like I look at these statues and I weigh if I want it first upon the cost of it. Do I want to put my money towards this, or do I want to put my money towards that? $1,500, I could buy some stock. $1,500, or I could buy another statue. $1,500, I could buy a gun, or I could buy a rifle, or I could buy a, like Cash said, go on vacation. You could do different things with that, or do you want to buy that statue? So it's a matter of, where you are at. For me, I look at like I've got the statues that I want. I'm not really, I've hit that wall to where I can use my money elsewhere.
Yeah.
For me personally, I don't need to buy any more.
Do you guys buy statues outright now? Like, meaning
every so often.
I've only PO'd one statue. and paid it.
I mean, even if you buy them outright, which I've rarely done, even in out of the 5, only 1 have really been, here's the money. The other 4 out of the 5 is like, it's on like a PayPal paying for. So is it really buying it outright? You know what I mean? I'm still paying it, just a different form of payment plan since the person won't allow you to do a payment plan. So
yeah, I don't know. I've always just saved the money up to get it so I can buy it outright.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of know what I want to pay for it. You kind of know what you have, and I just kind of just save the money up for it and just shoot it there.
I used to buy them outright. Now, I think now that I'm buying multiple at a time, I usually just do a payment plan.
Yeah, I've never done one payment plan.
But yeah, I just wonder that because I haven't done that in a while.
Actually, now to think about it, I didn't do a payment plan. I did a PO, and then they hit me up, say, "Yo, here's your balance," and I had to pay the balance, but I had the money.
Wow.
Put to the side. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I've never done a payment plan.
Do you think financial break in this hobby is healthy for you? Like it kind of helps you. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's so many ebbs and flows in this hobby.
It puts you on a spare tire.
Yeah.
I mean, you start riding around with 2 spare tires instead of, just 1.
I say it was beneficial for me. I don't know about everybody else. I think it was beneficial for me only because it allowed me to take a step back. At the same time, not only did it help me financially, but I mean, it helped me the direction I want my collection to be in. Like if I want to revise certain things, then I can hone down on the new pieces that were coming in. I can maybe hone down on those maybe one at a time and things of that nature.
Did it affect your passion?
A minute. It made me question it. I would say, like, I was like, "Dang, do I really want these?" Like, I literally sat up here and I was like, not sat in my room, but I literally sat in my house and I was like, I didn't go in my like statue room for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I was like, "Can I do without these? Like, do I really want those there?" And then I was coming in here to work on my drawings and stuff, and it's just seeing them there. I was like, "Yeah, I do want these," and I was watching you guys the community do like the live unboxings and just seeing, the joy of unboxing things. And I was like, I missed that feeling of getting something in, unboxing it and being able to resonate with it and things of that nature. So, I mean, there was that time, I guess, that I was like, I could do without these, or do I really want these and things of that nature. But yeah, I got over that quick.
Yeah, but I think everybody kind of goes through that at some point, and maybe some people just leave and don't come back. That's kind of their option where they're like, do I really need these? And then that's why I think it, say if you hit that phase and then you just didn't watch anything and you weren't in any more groups anymore, I wonder if you would have came back, because I think definitely seeing people unbox stuff kind of gives you that urge a little more again. You're like, yeah, I miss that feeling too.
Yeah, I honestly can't say whether I would or wouldn't. Like if I just decided to like excommunicate everything and like get out of everything, and I don't know if I would. I think once I get to that level of, I think I need to leave the groups and stuff, I'll probably be out of it mentally and taking myself out of it mentally at least. Then I probably wouldn't want to be doing anything of that nature anymore, dealing with it. But I mean, I still look at it. I still was seeing pieces all over my feeds and going on the websites and seeing what new releases there were and any teasers and things of that nature. What I did find myself though was losing interest in the superhero aspect of collecting.
Wow.
And I was going back to where I began, which was the anime stuff. And then I was actually looking at a lot of that stuff.
Come on.
So that's what I found out.
Thought you were gonna say I was getting more wise and mature, and
Nah.
I moved into like movies or something. You went down to say I put my pajamas and got my cereal back. I got my Fruity Pops and put my pajamas back on.
Nope.
And I started watching anime.
See, that's the weird thing that happens though.
Crazy.
I think Kesis is right about that, where it's like when you take a break from buying and spending all that money,
Yeah.
it does help you kind of figure out your focus a little more, like what you truly enjoy the most.
Yeah.
And because I went through something similar.
But I also had that same feeling from letting a lot of stuff go. When I let a lot of go, it really helped me out in terms of like, what do I actually want to have and keep? And I thought for the longest, letting go of Scarlet Witch, Silver Surfer, and all them was gonna like really hurt me. Doom was one of my favorite characters, but I sold it because even though it's a favorite character of mine, I just didn't really have the space for like one-offs. And as a collective whole, I appreciated Spider-Man more. Far as the collective whole of what I would actually collect, it was more visually satisfying to me and appealing, and that's the direction that I went, because I was gonna have this like Surfer and Doom basically shrine, but even though I like Doom, it wouldn't have meant nothing to me. It's kind of like Britain with the Batman. Like, yeah, I would still pick up a Doom book, but outside of maybe a Diamond Select Marvel Gallery, that's probably the only representation of Doom and Surfer I'll end up having.
It's interesting that you feel the need to have a representation. Like you want something, but you don't necessarily feel the need to have a 1/4 or bigger size one or spend a lot of money on it. Like you want that representation, but you don't want it, I guess, in like a large way or an expensive way. You're like, you know what? If I can get something $50 that looks really good to me, I'm happy with that for that character representation.
Yeah. And I've seen the Diamond Select Doom and the Diamond Select Surfer. I like them both. Both will end up being a total of maybe 125 shipped. Obviously I'm gonna have some Surfer and Doom books, and I'll just kind of put them as like an end cap near the books, and that'll be fine for me, and I'm cool with that. I'd much rather have, my Spider-Man and Doc Ock and all them than that. It's just like in here, like I only have room for so many in here. So certain characters, like you guys, I used to always say I want a Man-Bat. However, Man-Bat isn't one of my top characters. It's just a character I always wanted because I like character with wings. But also it's like, why aren't we getting these other characters? Like, why do we need 50?
But that's the that's the Rashid with the Dazzler thing, man. I mean, he was crying about Dazzler, and them fools listened to him and put one out. You getting that? Nah, I don't know about that.
I could see Tweeterhead doing it, but Sideshow ain't giving us no Man-Bat.
I don't think no one's giving us a Man-Bat anytime soon.
No time soon.
Hey, they put out Dazzler.
I don't know. I'm speaking just on basically off of Batman Rogue, because we got Two-Face. Everybody was crying before Two-Face, or Riddler. I remember it was one or the other. They put out Two-Face.
I would buy the Riddler, 100%. 100%, I'd buy the Riddler.
People were crying for it. They put out a Two-Face. They complained about it. It wasn't really complaining. It was just silent, honestly. If I'm being from my end, what I saw, it was kind of like, oh, it's here, and it's still, you still got time to pre-order it right now.
Well, that's the weird thing, though. Like, some of these characters that haven't been done, it doesn't necessarily mean when they do them, you're going to like it. Like, how it's done. Maybe you don't like the concept or the costume they choose. There's so many different variables there that it's lose-lose, I think, for the collector and the company. Because the company, when you say something to, it'd be like, we put out this character that's lesser known and you didn't buy it. I feel like the company goes that route. And then it's like, okay, you gave me this character that, is lesser known that I wanted. I asked for this, but I didn't like the version you did.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Then the company should be like, you know what? I'm not listening to y'all no more. But they don't.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. It's just like, damn if
or,
I do, damn if I don't.
Or what they should do is take those. What they really should do is take those obscure characters and have a very limited ES on them. That would make the character and the statue a whole lot more worthwhile, more desirable, and then the company doesn't have to worry about it because they'll sell out of it. So
Yeah.
I mean, if they come out with like if they did Dazzler, I see the ES is yet to be determined, right? It's YTB. Man, make that Dazzler like ES of like 100. It'll be gone, and
Yeah,
then
that's
all
true.
of a sudden, Dazzler in the aftermarket will be worth like make that a popular piece, right?
Yeah.
I don't know because Two-Face is 450 ES. Deathstroke is 350 ES. How low does the ES have to go?
Yeah, but Two-Face
And
also was
200.
1/6 well, right?
You make an
1/6
ES
and
199, 200.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you're saying 400 might still be just a little too high.
For an obscure character, yeah.
Okay,
But,
so
I mean, like
if you
Dazzler-
were in charge of Man-Bat, what allocation would you
I'm not
say?
making an ES over 300 for Man-Bat.
150.
150.
That'll make that a super desirable piece.
What's the price though? What's the price?
I don't know.
Or
like who's doing it? XM or
Sideshow? Sideshow.
I'd put it about 800. Well, what that was what 750?
Yeah,
735. I thought
Depends on the concept and how big they make it. They can get
how
away
big
with
they make it.
Traditional Sideshow. Like you know what we're getting from Sideshow.
No, but because if you go Man-Bat and you make it a maquette and it's like Juggernaut, Gladiator, Thor size, and it's $1,400, it's probably not going to sell.
Right. No, I wouldn't make it a maquette. That's
I don't know if it would. I don't know if it would sell because if it's good like a Juggernaut, how good Juggernaut was, it would sell.
I still feel like that.
It could be a maquette, but the size would have to be there. You know what I'm saying? It still have to be the size of a quarter scale, not huge, but at least
like Mr. Freeze, like the size of Mr. Freeze.
Something you could display that'll fit up with a quarter scale statue.
Anybody can display it. Anybody.
But you're talking Sideshow. I mean, I would say $800, $900. I think Dazzler's way overpriced. I mean, that's a $595 statue.
Yeah, 100%.
They come out with some $735. And
do you think we're?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you think we're going about this the wrong way, where it's like they need to focus more on smaller scales now? If you want to go that deep into these characters,
yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. If you go that deep into these obscure characters, you have a very limited ES. That way, you do it. The company can step back and say that they listen. I gave you the character you wanted, and I didn't break the bank or I didn't lose money because I didn't make a whole lot of them. I made the community happy, and I made money. The problem becomes when the company sees how much these pieces go for in the aftermarket, and then you got an executive. I said this a long time ago. You got somebody that's going to say, "That's money that I'm missing out on my product, and I want to get that money." They overstep and they become greedy, and therefore they want to. If they see somebody else making money on their product, they don't like that. So that's why they put out enough. They make the higher ESs. But then they end up shooting themselves in the foot. Because then they get stuck with a whole bunch of statues.
Yeah, I think right now we're just so far. I think right now we're just so far between the common ground between the consumer and seller. Because like Brenda did say, like, even if they put out a character that people want, it's not a guarantee people like that concept. And I think with the Two-Face, people honestly, him just standing there flipping a coin or what the hell he's doing, people, they want more to that than just him doing that. So I understand both sides of it, but I think at a certain point, his company is going to be like, all right, we're not listening to y'all no more. We're going to put out this Batman every year and let it sell out.
What would you have Two-Face doing? I mean, that's his trademark. That's what he does.
Well, I don't know. Like me personally, I'm not a Two-Face fan, so I just know he was highly wanted. So whatever they wanted him to do, I don't know. To me, I'm thinking Two-Face has a gun, he has a coin, and that's it.
Right. Yep. He was only highly wanted because nobody did it, and you have the certain guys in the community wanted that obscure character because they wanted these characters to represent everything, and that's the reason why they didn't really want him in some sort of pose. They just wanted representation of him. At least that's what I think. And like I said, if you make it a low ES, it's a win-win. So
Storm is popular, and XM still only made 420 ES for her. Then price is crazy for her because of it. Shaking my head.
Right. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Right.
So
But that's also probably the best looking piece of Storm that render of Storm that's out there. Nobody's been able to replicate that. And that also drives the price of Storms, keeps Storm at that high price as well.
So what's interesting too is that Two-Face is still up for PO. You can still PO that, and it's supposed to release in February.
Exactly.
This year. So it's 450 ES for the quarter scale, and it's still available.
It's gonna be available. But I don't want it.
I don't think it's necessarily saying that it's a miss, but maybe the loud faction that wanted this is a very small, loud group as opposed to a larger.
Well, but they got on a megaphone, and that's the company started listening to that stuff.
Yeah, and I also think they probably were listening to some of these people on these lives too. I ain't gonna front.
Yep, 100%. Here's gonna be the telltale sign of all is when you see the ES of Dazzler.
Yep.
I forgot all about that Deathstroke.
350, 645 comes out between April and July. I do want this $645 plus shipping and tax.
Tell me how Dazzler costs more than that.
Doesn't Dazzler have more going on in her
I
statue,
think
though?
There's a bit more to Dazzler than that.
Yeah, she has a bit more going on.
I mean, they probably had to. This is my opinion, but
does she light up? I guess does that light up?
There's a chance though that they had to do a lot more molds for all the pieces that are involved in Dazzler.
I mean, it's a good piece.
Isn't the bottom of it supposed to be like some sort of like world thing, like Galactus or something?
I'll be honest, I never heard of this character a day in my life.
I don't know
until they came out and people were talking about it. Then I went back up and looked and read up on her, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
She's a herald though, and it doesn't because if you played the X-Men 4-player arcade, she's in the game.
I would never.
What's her power?
Shit, I don't know.
She dazzles stuff.
I don't know, man. I was just trying to assume. I'm just going off of seeing this Earth thing here.
It remind me of like the Goldbergs. You ever watch
Who is
that
Dazzler?
show?
Who is Dazzler more popular than X-Men?
Avalanche.
I never heard Dazzler. I know she ain't more popular than what's been already released. As
no,
in
of course
Iceman,
not. Of course not.
Nightcrawler.
X-Men. Are you getting Dazzler, and are you getting it because you just want to collect all X-Men, or are you getting it because that's a really cool piece, or that's just a piece that's like, is this your Dazzler? Are you going to get this piece because you've been wanting this piece?
Hey man, I've never came on here and ever let anybody be led astray that I read comics. I have always said that I only know about comics and stuff just from being on here. It's made me literally go back and like read some or whatever. Outside of video games, cartoons, and movies, I don't know shit about these characters. And honestly, I don't know if I care enough to sometimes. I know it's bad to say, but yeah.
Hey, if you could point me to a comic, I will gladly read it because I read comics. I just haven't came across her. I mean, I'm not an avid comic reader, but hey.
She fought a hawk.
That's Anthony, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Fake ass collector.
I mean, he said he passed on it. I mean, is there another Dazzler? I don't understand the outfit Jose made. I like the other outfit Jose made.
Man, Rob says, forget this disco chick. I need a bishop.
That is true. I am waiting for. I like that custom bishop.
Has Sideshow ever done a bishop?
Come on, Matt.
I don't think so.
Ooh, I don't think so.
Do you think people just want Bishop due to the animated series? Is that where the majority of the?
That's where I was. That was where I was first introduced to him. Was the animated
Cable.
series.
You got Cable and you got Bishop. I mean,
yeah, that's where I was first introduced to everything X-Men was the animated series.
Forge. Where's a Forge?
Iron Studios did a Forge. 110.
And that comes back to look how deep Iron Studios is with the X-Men.
Yeah.
And it's all about scale, all those 1/10. And they're doing crazy characters like Sauron, you know, all these different X-Men that you would never see otherwise. I mean, there's your Jubilee,
Yeah.
there's your Forge.
Yeah, honestly, I'm still waiting on Bishop, but I can be patient.
See, Iron
And like
Studios did
Jose
Bishop,
said,
Forge, and Cable.
Iron Studios is doing everything when it comes to X-Men. That's like
Hey,
if-
1/10, man.
Whoa, you talking about
And-
1/10?
yeah,
Yeah,
They-
110.
And yeah, no. I ain't talking that. I'm talking like quarter or over.
He said a real statue.
well, I'm not.
Not that-
That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure
I didn't say it. You said it.
it's worth companies to do that for.
That's not
these
high end
larger
enough.
That's
That's
crazy.
not a high end collectible enough.
If John can call Sideshow collectors bottom feeders, we can scale shame over here.
No, I know people that
I know, right?
love the 1/10 X-Men.
So
Those
I
are
gotta be honest. I
fantastic
don't know why
statues.
people like Jubilee so much.
I don't know why nobody likes Dazzler either. I mean, it's the same.
I think Jubilee's a big '90s animated
That's
series.
all I can think of is because of the series. But other than that,
Who's Bishop?
This is, I think this is Anthony's Bishop.
his
It's
face looks a
disgusting.
lot darker than his arms.
Wow.
His head
I
looks
think
a
it's
lot smaller than his body too. And
How
his
dare you.
thighs. He got some jumbo thighs. Feel like a sister.
No, I'd seen that Bishop before. I know somebody's getting that.
That's Dazzler.
Yeah. I like the power effect on this one better.
This character just screams whack.
Wow. Come on now. Ooh. Now this is a
That
nice
Bishop
forge.
is taken right from
Nice
an
forge.
X-Men cover, though.
Yeah, but
That you
still kind
showed.
of funky.
Yeah, I saw that Bishop before.
That's right off an X-Men cover.
Yeah,
and
but
it looks
that
just
looks
like
good
the
as
cover.
art. Yeah, but that looks good as a print. It doesn't
Yeah.
look good as a statue.
I think it could look good as a statue. I just
Yeah.
don't think this piece really
No.
showcases it.
I get that. I get that, Anthony. I know he does that. It's not my style. It's
Yeah.
style. I get it. It's like McFarlane does weird stuff too. You know what I mean? So I get it.
This piece looks good though.
Yeah, this one looks pretty good. I like it. Definitely like it. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. So last question before we get out of here. After everything you guys have learned, is there any changes that you do need to make collecting? Any changes to clean up maybe spending habits, space, just anything that you guys think you will be able to change? Like realistically, is there anything you guys will be able to change this year?
Yeah, stop telling my wife what I'm getting.
Wow. All right, Jesus.
Just get
Damn.
it. That's my advice to everybody. Just do it. Just get it. If you
Just
see
do
it,
it.
you want it, get it. Worry about repercussions
No,
later.
I'm all for being patient now, being slower at collecting, because I don't think I want to reach the end really fast and then just be like, I'm at the
Yeah, I
end.
don't either.
Now reach that end, man. Be like Rashid. Retire, unretire, retire, get another piece, then say you're not retired, say you're close to retiring, but never really quite there at retiring. Just be there.
Cash, I
And
sent
that,
you
my
that cover.
friends, I'll check it out. And that, my friends, that is called Brett Favre. Just retire, unretire, come back. Oh man. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
definitely cool.
I don't know. It's still a little miss there. Let's see.
So I
Wow.
think that's
Look at his look at the size of his head compared to his body. Now go back to the statue.
I think it's very similar.
Yeah. Let's see if
Okay.
I can.
Can you put him
Maybe
side
if
by
he
side?
had like his power showcasing on the statue.
Can't do it side by side right now.
I think it's a switch
but,
out.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
it's just
man's
because-
head looks a little bit smaller.
His face just look real dark.
He looks like a vampire in Brooklyn.
The face is definitely dark.
His face look like Eddie Murphy.
Hey,
That
you,
is
Anthony, you ain't
crazy.
gonna be able to see it now.
Oh, don't show that statue again. I hope I see it on. I hope I see it on Facebook so I can post Eddie Murphy down there.
Pull up Eddie Murphy and Vampire Brooklyn.
There we go, side by side.
I guess it don't look that bad.
That look like Eddie Murphy now. Man, you might. There's no debate in this picture or this statue no more.
Oh god.
Oh my.
No, I'm not even gonna. Never mind. You got something else, man.
You pull up Vampire Brooklyn.
But sorry, Cash. So changes that we would make or are making.
Yeah, just anything that you want to do that you feel like would help you to end this year. Like, even though I know it's the beginning of the year, but anything like that will just help you moving forward. Like anything you know you need to cut out, whether it's, hey, I got to actually spend like $100 less a month or just whatever it is, you know?
No, I think just going slower, you know, being smarter about making buying decisions, you know, like we talked about in the very beginning of the show, like PCS Daredevil, where it was like, you know, took days to think about it and then decided, you know what, I'll not get this. I can live without it. You know, I didn't just buy it and see it and be like, wow, I'm hyped. I need to go PO it right away. You know, take your time, think about things before you make a decision.
Yeah, Brendan, I remember you hit me up. We were talking about it, man. We were talking about it. You were like, you wanted to get that piece.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I think for me, it's I think a piece will be there. I don't care what it is. Yeah, you could get whatever you want. It's just a matter of you got to come to terms with what you want to pay for it.
Yeah.
You follow me? I don't care what it is you want to get. You can get it. So
I agree.
And I think just like what Brenton said, I think for me, it's one of those take a step back and when you approach it with that mindset, then you are able to assess the value of what it is, how much of worth it is to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You can skip the FOMO or whatever. If you're serious about your collection, then you're not. I think one of the things that bugs me is the guys getting stuff because it's a deal, but they don't even know nothing about the character. They're just getting it because, oh, it's 20% off. Oh, it's 30% off. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Then the next thing you know, a couple they don't want the statue no more, or they want to get rid of it, or they want to sell it. I think it's passing up the thing because it's a deal, but you can focus on what it is that you want, knowing that you want to get it. Then you can come to terms of what you're willing to pay for it. You know what I mean? Or you can value it that way on how bad you want that piece to go into your collection. So, I don't know. That's the only thing I had.
Also, I got a question for Ant. You didn't want to get the other Bishop custom statue? It's like him holding the two big ass guns, and he's like screaming portrait. I think it also comes with a bald portrait as well.
Where he's bent over?
Yeah, I saw that one.
There's actually a third one out there too that was really cool. I haven't seen it. I saw it once, but I haven't seen it since. I feel like Jarhead for some reason.
These two, Jarhead probably knows, but these two are the only ones that I've seen.
I'm in a hotel, so I feel like Jarhead.
Wow.
Jarhead lived in a hotel for like a year.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like for myself, the number one thing I want to do is just slow down for like in the next 2-3 months. Just a smart thing to do for me. There's a lot of other like cheap things I want to buy anyway, so that's all I'm going to focus on during that time.
Is it cheap though? Is it really cheap?
I mean, if you're talking about a $13 book compared to a $1,300 statue, it's definitely cheaper.
But you were talking about those art prints too, man. I know some of those run expensive.
Yeah, but there's only so much wall space I have left. You know what I'm saying? So
are you trying to get like? Are you trying to get like your room fixed first before you start filling it in with statues?
Nah, everything's fixed up. I want to have the 100% impeccable man cave when it's all said and done. And I mean everything, everything from the shelving, the prints, the nameplates, whatever you can think of has to just, when I look at it, I gotta just be impressed. And if not, then I'm doing this for nothing. I don't want to just buy something to buy it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about hype. I don't care about somebody else promoting it and all that stuff. Like it gotta just mean something to me, man. And I feel like a lot of times I was just buying stuff to buy it, but now everything I have from in here and out there, everything means something, and then it looks good, and I'm happy with it. I'm really happy. I got rid of the garage shelves to get the cube shelving, and just having less because of that, I like it, and I'm being using the cubes to like put more of my character in there, and not like character as in me. It's like, oh, you can see that he likes Mortal Kombat. You can see that he likes these type of books and this type of card game and stuff like that. And I like it, and it's stuff that's a lot cheaper, but it's what makes me happy.
Yeah, and I mean, in the meantime, you can also start elevating your anime statue game. We can get you with some real good, nice pieces that aren't Pokemon.
Nah, man, Pokemon is where it's at for me. I gotta stick to what I like, man. Stick to what I love, and Pokemon.
That's
is
all
where
right.
it's at.
I'm thinking about I'm either gonna do a giveaway or I might just send you this anime piece. One of the two, just to be a good sport, man. You need a good anime piece in your collection.
Dude, you
you
want to
put
see
it like in the
what I've
corner.
been working on? I'm gonna show you what I've been working on. This is what I was literally making today, like just literally just making stuff. Let me see here. Show you this one.
Do you think people buy
I've been
to stay relevant to a degree?
hell.
Like,
What do you mean stay relevant? Like to who? The other people in Facebook?
You mean like
I think-
YouTubers?
I think just community in general, where it's like, if you're buying something, like maybe if you buy something that's pretty old and you show people, like, they may not appreciate it, but you buy that new thing that everyone's hyped about, and then you can kind of get in with like the hype of everybody, or like the joy that everybody's feeling, where you're not,
That happens.
if you're buying that older stuff, it's not really relevant. People aren't looking for that. They don't know much about it.
I guess you could say yes. I think that's relevant for newer collectors, because they're just now getting into it and their head's on a swivel.
Well, and you want to be part of the excitement, right?
Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
That's fun.
It is fun. I guess. Well, I don't know. I never did that, but it's
I mean, it could be.
They didn't have
YouTubers as
internet
well.
when you started collecting.
right. I mean, I thought it was fun just to hang out with other people who had the same interest. I mean, that's what had my head on a swivel. But I didn't go out buying statues. I mean, I saw everybody else buying these things. I was just like, but that's just because I didn't really have much of an interest in it. I didn't buy to be buying stuff. But that's just,
Well, this is just stuff like I observe and think about in the community, because you'll start seeing, like, a new statue pops out or a new one's announced, and you start seeing, like, I'm pre-ordering this, or I got this in, or you start seeing the same things over and over again.
It's the mindset. Day one.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some pieces out there that, like that Spider XM transformation. I was really like, yo, I gotta get that. That looks like an epic piece. It really looks really cool. And I was gonna get that piece, right? Because it looks like an epic classic piece, but then I'm like, I don't have any Spider-Man, and I don't collect Spider-Man, and it'll be an oddball in my display. where would I put it? You know what I mean? Why do I have this guy in here? You know, I'd have it because it's a cool piece, it's an epic piece, but it really didn't go with it, and so I, didn't get it. Let's
That's my
see.
always
They
pick.
got I can tell right now, I really like that Samurai Killer Croc that's coming out by XM Studios.
Oh, that looks amazing.
That doesn't it?
That looks. I don't even like the samurai line because I think it's just I just don't like it. But that Killer Croc, there's just some pieces in that samurai line that you can't say. You just have to give it up for. And I feel like that Killer Croc is one of them. Like,
yeah, and
But before we go, I have to apologize to Ant because. Oh, go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, but then but I would. That's another piece that's like I think it's an epic piece, and I think it's really cool. It would actually go on my display because I do have DC. I do have Batman, Wonder Woman, and I have Darkseid, but I don't have Superman, but Darkseid. I have the XM Darkseid. For me, him holding the cape is my representation of Superman. The fact that he's not there in Darkseid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't have a Superman simply because of that.
That's like me with Robin.
Say what?
That's like me with Robin. Scarecrow got Robin on the base. That's good enough for me. Two characters in one.
Right. So, I don't know. But go ahead, Keith.
I'm still. Well, first I want to say about the Bishop. I finally see it. Got my glasses on, and Ant just sent me a picture, and I finally see it. It does look like a really good piece. Like I wasn't seeing it because I didn't have my glasses on fully, but his face does look darker. But other than that, it is a really good piece. So I see what Ant's talking about. On another note, I was thinking about pre-ordering that Batman versus Killer Croc from Prime 1. Because I did like what they were doing with Killer Croc, and I thought, two birds with one stone. I'll get a Batman that I like. I didn't really care for the switch outs, any of them actually. I don't need the one with him like with the scuba gear. I didn't really care for that. So other than that, I was kind of like, maybe I should get that, but I'm on the fence about it.
Yeah.
But and then also like on Matt's, like I'm still waiting for that 1/4 Superman Hush that Prime 1 is supposed to be coming out with. Because once that happens, then I feel like, because right now I got the Queen Studios Darkseid, and I'm putting him on the selling block. I already put him out, and then I wanted to get the custom Darkseid.
Yeah, so I always thought I was gonna get that Superman Hush too. That when I wasn't gonna do Superman Hush because I don't do third scale, right? And I had already passed on that thing when it was like Fatal. I was like, it was $1,000, and I was like, I'm not buying that. It's 42 inches. It doesn't go with it didn't go with me, right? And then of course there was a time when I was like, man, maybe I should have gotten that piece. And then when they said they were gonna do a quarter scale, I was like, oh, sweet, perfect. It'll actually fit. It does well. But then I thought about it, and I was like, again, like I said, I got Darkseid holding the cape. That's cool. But then there was a custom Superman that I wanted to get, but this is from when the commissioner passed. There was one he was going to do, and I think.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, Jim Lee.
I was just about to. I was talking to him
with the two torsos. Me too.
Yeah, I was talking to him about it, and he was telling me the information and when it was gonna supposedly come out and stuff.
Same thing. Yeah. I was talking to him and this and that, and then the guy who took it over, I don't know what happened to it, so I don't know.
Yeah, and once he took it over, it was kind of like all his projects that he was working on, he just focused on.
Yeah, he on the other one, on the other stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think that one's going to come out. I don't know. So
probably not. It looked real good though. It looked like really good. So
yeah, I was going to get both torsos. For that. But anyway, c'est la vie, right? That's what it is.
Cash, can we see your Pokemon head again?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I know you kind of took it down kind of fast, man.
I know.
Oh,
I feel like I sidetracked things.
No, you're good.
Cash,
man.
we gotta get to the other thing, man.
What?
Scenario, not a scenario, but something else.
Oh man, I don't know if I have anything this week for that. I did, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
we'll do it next week. I'll do the other thing, the game or whatever
here,
it was.
Yeah, here it is. No, it's just because like if you've ever played the game, like they give you like trainer cards and stuff, whereas like you know, basically your character, your favorite Pokemon, whatever. So I just made this here, and yeah.
These are your favorite Pokemon?
No, it was more or less just like the starters, like the ones that you kind of get kind of early on in the game. That's really what I was leaning towards. So it's whatever.
Every Pokemon game I played, you never got a choice to pick a Pikachu as a starter.
That makes me rumble. Don't we rumble? Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Ah, rumble, young man, rumble. Hey!
Your anime king is here.
He ain't my king.
What's up, everybody? That's because you're not an anime boy.
That's crazy to say.
Why?
What do you think of Solo Leveling as an anime, as its animation?
It's good.
Really? Oh.
I watched today's latest episode. It's good.
I think it's very slow paced compared to the novel, but it's whatever.
I didn't read the manga.
See,
yeah. It's because I didn't want to try it because it was Korean. I was like, it's not real manga, so I didn't try it. But it's good. So what's up, Matt and Brenton? What's up, Cash?
Buck, how you doing, buddy?
Man?
I'm good.
How's your week?
Pretty busy. I haven't been able to stream this week, so I just had to put my head down and get to work, get a lot of stuff done. So I've gotten most of my shit out of the way, and I got a few more things to do tonight. So I'll probably leave early from the stream. But it's good to see you guys.
Okay, came late, you leave early.
Hey, Keith,
aren't you happy about the weather that we've been having though? Buck?
It's getting cold again, unfortunately.
For this week, it was pretty warm though.
The weather was nice. I feel like God looked down on us and he's like, well, you guys deserve like some good weather. After that crappy snowstorm that happened and like the icy roads, it didn't snow again. That's one thing I'm happy for. It hasn't snowed again.
Yeah, it hasn't.
So like, thank goodness.
Keesus, where are you?
Same
Washington.
state.
Oh, I thought you were in Texas, man. You were in Texas, right?
I was in Texas, then I PCS to Washington.
Me and Keesus always in the same state, never seeing each other. I don't want to see this man. I don't want to see this man.
Hey, Buck.
That's crazy.
Buck, check this out, Buck.
Hey, Buck, he's trying to follow you on the anime thing. He fell off the wall. Now he's trying to get back.
What'd you think, Buck?
Who's this? Pokey Cash?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been working on this stuff today.
That's cool, man.
That's why I didn't have the show ready, by the way.
Did you draw this, Cash?
So wait a minute.
Yeah,
so
I've been
Cash,
working on intros and outros. I'm about to release everything.
So Cash, now you gotta come with cards for each one of us.
Oh, here we go. What's your favorite statue? Oh man. Yeah, man.
For Keesus' card, you just like send it straight to the graveyard.
The Shadow Realm. It needs a Yu-Gi-Oh one.
And you better make mine hard, man. I better be some hard dude.
Hey, pause.
Give me a little little kid. I need to be like Confucius or something.
Just make instead of having
Buck's, the old wise man.
Instead of having Buck's actual face, just like put his head on a Snorlax body.
Wow. If you know, you know. Nah, I mean, I was just working on this, and I was actually opening a bunch of cards and stuff. Yeah. So then, like I said, I've been tired, man. This Sunday thing kills me. The Sunday overtime thing makes me damn near not even want to do a show because I'm just like always looking at the clock, and I hate that, you know. But it's only a couple more months, and I want to do it after May, so just gotta make it to May, and then I'm free. So all good, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and put a pin in it there. Yeah, it's gonna be a good week coming up. Have a bunch of stuff coming out, and Iron Studios Sub Zero will be in. Another Quarter of the Dead piece will be in, and XM Rhino, I guess sometime this month, as well as Sideshow Penguin. So those are my 4 things I think for the month. But we'll see. We'll see when they come in.
I'm excited to see you unbox the Penguin.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
can't
good
wait for
piece.
that.
If you want, next show we can do a live unboxing for the anime piece I got coming in.
Is it Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z pieces? Or Yu-Gi-Oh?
It's neither.
It's
Well,
a
in that
random anime nobody watches. My Hero
Yeah, in that
Academia.
Oh, wow.
Everybody watches.
Oh
Well,
man.
what about you, Brendan? Anything else coming in? Oh, you said the Bullseye.
Just getting the Bullseye. So, and then
Nice,
I don't have
nice.
anything on order. So
That's the best way to be. That's why I keep trying to tell Keith this, but you know, I guess as long as the wife thinks you don't have nothing on order, that's all that matters.
Hey, it's working for me so far.
All right, man. What about you, Matt? I see you're in the hotel. So, see, Keith says this is what happens when you don't let your wife know. Then you end up in the hotel like Matt, and then
Yeah, but see, you selling everything. That's what happens when your wife does know. She makes you sell everything. I don't. No.
I feel like I missed out on an inside joke.
No, just something earlier in the show we were talking about your other half about what do they think about your statues.
don't let them know.
And that kind of thing. Yeah, like I said, I feel like Jarhead. But anyway, no, I don't think I have is I want to. There's some things on my display that I want to tune up. I want to get some certain backings. I'm gonna start working on the display itself or for my collection. I've got them in some stands or whatever, and I want to put some backing to it and that kind of thing. Maybe some lighting, some different lighting to light some stuff up. Once I do that, and there's a couple of prints I want to get to put up in my room or the statue room. And then after that, I may get a couple of statues that I have that I may send somewhere to a painter to get the bases retouched or touched up differently, to customize them specific to what I want. So I can enjoy the pieces that I have a little bit more, I guess. I'll how do you call it, Buck? You'll repaint it. You'll get. I'm gonna turn your system into a verb. I'm gonna buck it, and I'm gonna send it somewhere to get it redone.
Hopefully it comes out good.
Well, but that's just the thing, you get a piece that you really like, or you get something that you really like, you want to perfect it, right? You know, like you said, there's a piece you want to get and you want to redo it to have it custom to what you want. So I may do that too on a couple of pieces, but that's about it, really. I don't have anything specific.
you're on mute there.
You're muted.
You're muted, Cash.
It don't even matter no more.
No, it always matters, man. I'm telling Matt, it would be nice to see a setup.
Jesse says Bruce Lee versus Michael J. White. Who do you got,
Buck? Michael J. White.
Thank you.
Are we talking about movie Bruce Lee or because
no, they were to fight.
He's a tiny man, bro. Like, who's you guys gonna beat Michael J. White?
All right, I appreciate you guys for coming this week. That nonsense crap, man. What? Ain't gonna have that nonsense crap to end the show. Where's Speedo at, man? With this crap.
I mean, would you put a welterweight up against like a heavyweight? Would you put a welterweight up against a heavyweight?
You mean like
Buck coming in with common sense?
Hey, Buck, like Mayweather against Mike Tyson?
Exactly. That's like the dumbest question, though. Like, why?
Hey.
Why would Bruce Lee have a chance?
Buck,
Hey, everybody.
everybody in the chat and on the top said that Bruce Lee would win.
Wow.
And Fatal.
I hope you guys are never in a real fight, because if you think you could beat someone that's that much bigger than you in a fight, good luck.
Hey, dude, I've seen little guys take down big guys.
Exactly.
But what happens when the big guys are also skilled as the little guys? That's what I'm saying.
One of them's gonna have an edge somewhere.
Yeah, the one with the weight, the one that can hit harder.
No, I mean, I understand weight matters in certain areas. I mean, I get that. I understand.
Wow.
But
oh man, even after,
I mean, I guess so. So I guess in this scenario, you're talking about it's not how hard you hit, it's how hard you can get hit.
No, how hard you can hit, because weight also like affects how hard you hit. Mass moves mass. If you're big, you got.
No, but a little guy can take a hit. I mean, you can have a big guy hit a little guy and he can take it. I've seen it.
I'm not saying Bruce Lee can't take a hit. I'm just saying how many of them hits can he take?
No, Bruce Lee can't take any hit, bro. If Michael J. White puts his weight behind
Bruce
his
Lee was
punch,
he wouldn't be able to hit him.
How much did he weigh?
Why wouldn't he be able to hit Bruce Lee? What's so special about Bruce Lee?
His agility to evade it.
They talking about Bruce Lee rode on dragons.
You've been watching the movies, that's why. I thought you were talking about real life. If you're talking about the movie Bruce Lee, he can fight like 6 guys and win. That's not realistic, by the way, just so you know.
Hey, I'm gonna end the show there. So I appreciate everybody for coming.
Man. I missed out. I wish I was here.
No.
Bruce Lee
Hey,
talk.
man.
God damn.
Backstage, man. So, just everybody remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Hit the Facebook group, Cashing Out Collecting Community. Next week, we're going to have a banging show, man. Our sponsor is going to be back next week, so appreciate that. And, yeah, man, go ahead and end the show with this. Appreciate everybody for coming. Buck, Brenton, Matt, Keesis, Fatal, everybody in the chat. Listening with Jesse, Ant, John, can't remember every name.
Jerry,
Jelena. Yeah, Jerry, Professor Jerry. Appreciate everybody, man. And the words is the most famous American of all time.
Just fooled me once. Shame on you.